person. go whenever. Our plan was just to play this and to.
So I messed up. Testing my audio. Testing. Looks good. Gonna move a little bit closer. Hopefully the audio is good this week. Using a new microphone. Well, old microphone that got posted down. So hopefully it's a slight improvement of what I had prior. We're about to start Curse of Strahd. Session 28, I want to say. I did hear you, Hannah. Yeah, session 29. Sorry, session 29. We'll just jump straight into it. So our party is currently in Vallaki. They have, well, I'll say very loosely, interrogated Bluto. It's quite an escapade. There was many infighting, defecation, all kinds of nonsense. Yeah, I think we'll just jump into it. I think they learned the location of the bones in the last session. So little do they know, they may be leveling up this session. But we'll see. We'll see. Right then, I'll just jump straight to it. Maps down. Break some last minute maps. I completely forgot to do. I'll jump into Discord.
Fan of coronavirus.
Hello.
Also, oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Good to go?
Yeah.
I know it's not strictly relevant, but I was pondering, when do you reckon the next content book's coming out? Like Tashes rather than Candlekeep.
An actual supplement, I don't think we'll get one for the rest of the year.
Probably the end of the year.
We might get some Greyhawk stuff or world building stuff where you have an extra 1 or 2 bits in it, but we won't get a full compendium like Tasha's, no.
You might get the thing is they are due to give the next one they're due to give us is a monster manual, because it went Volos, then it went Xanathars, then it went Mordenkainen's, then it went Tasha's. So it looks like it's every year as well. Neutral at 16, 17, 18, 20.
They're bringing something out every year, yeah.
So I'm expecting there to be a monster book in October, November time.
We can always get the extra odd 1 or 2, like we did with Theros, World of Mount and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
I find those ones like Theros and like, where they include content from stuff they own, a little bit underwhelming.
Yeah, it depends if you're a DM or not. If you're a DM, they're very useful. A lot of good resources there. Like everyone's really good for patrons. That group of patrons. Theros is really good for coming up with divinity.
Yeah, I suppose that's how you look at it, isn't it? What the hell is this?
I got scared there for a second. I thought my Discord completely dipped.
No, it's just not us talking.
Oh, okay. No, I saw red bars, so I was like, uh-oh, am I dropping frames already? That'd be a great start.
Are you streaming?
I am streaming Stramus, yeah.
Okay, I watch.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully my stream title's correct, because my one of my doc is incorrect, I think.
Curse of Strahd,
okay, cool, it has updated.
29. Lawmaster, can you
incorrect.
confirm this for us?
I'm the one that confirmed them for before, so yeah.
Right.
Probably.
I double checked the YouTube VODs.
it's probably 29. It might be one higher, one lower, but it's probably 29.
Probably be a good time to start off then. Is everyone in 1, 2? Oh, everyone's on Roll20. Fantastic stuff.
You faded out there just a bit.
Yeah, I looked away from the microphone just to do some counting.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, because if I turn
can't
like
do
this,
judge
it's very faint. And then if I turn it like this, it should be okay.
You don't need to do his voice, you just need his chin. Judge Tread's chin, that's all.
Right, okay. Get the scene. Right.
Soon my plan will come into effect.
Roll chest. So Nathan, you here? You finished with your TFT?
Yeah, I can press Alt F4 right now.
Yeah. Debbie, you done?
Wait, Alt F4? Is that how you get out of it?
That just kills it.
Down, yeah.
That doesn't work. I'm just going to close
Or
it with task
chapter
manager.
jumping in today. Depending what you guys decide to do.
Oh, no.
Apology, fine. So,
Oh shit! I was going to ask you.
I
Sally,
thought I was.
week.
You're doing all right.
Oh, you're gonna ask me? Do you want to ask me real quick now before we get in the swing of it?
No, because it would affect the session.
Okay. So I thought
So-
it would be an interesting way to
Hope I haven't seen.
do a recap with the group of interrogators.
Oh dear.
I think they would be optimal to explain what happened, considering they were the last ones to do anything last session. Because they need to explain to
And
the
it
group
just so
what prevailed.
happens- Well, we have an individual who's adept at talking, and actually has the class of bard.
I can't
So
stand
I
it.
volunteered Ben as tribute.
That's weird. Sam is a cleric, though.
You know, no. Sterling's a cleric, Sam's a bard.
Is Ben and Sam talking? I can see them lighting up, but I can't hear them.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool.
I
Phew.
I
Got worried there.
forgot. I didn't realize I was muted on my inline controller.
That's all right. You were lighting up on Discord still. I was like,
Oh, that's
my
what-
audio's
that
already
is weird.
buggered.
It's fine. So you need to consult Gond properly. That's how to operate your PC, I believe. Anyway,
Which one
Someone else
wants to
can
do it? If no one is willing to volunteer, I will make them roll off.
well, I mean, I've volunteered. Ben.
That's not volunteering. That's nominating. Very different thing.
I think Adam's volunteering himself by doing it.
It does sound like it. Sounds like he has to do a roll off with disadvantage, doesn't it? And I like how
I'll
you
do it, but I
muted
like
him.
the idea of a roll off. Adds an extra bit of chaos.
While rolling, I'm not
let's do
adding
a,
this to
let's
the
do a
thing if
roll
anything
off.
natural 20
Let's
will
do a
happen.
roll off. See how much we remember from last session.
What do we? Did you just
Right.
straight
Well,
D20?
I've got the
Straight
perfect
D20.
roll for this.
Alright, fuck it.
Straight D20.
Bring out your nat 20s. Bring out your nat 20s.
That's pretty
Ooh.
good.
Pretty
This is
good.
the perfect roll for this. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Straight.
It works. It works. So Sam, what happened in last session? Do you want to start off with Sam with Sterling nearly drowning in the lake?
Wait, what?
You nearly fell.
Morning.
Do you know what you were rolling off for?
Yeah, no, okay, no, I didn't realize that we were doing I was recapping the whole of last session. I thought I was just recapping
You could
what
do
happened.
it. You could do it. You could do it as brief as you want, but I would like a bit more detail with the interrogation bit. So basically, you guys are sat around the table at the Blue Water Inn, discussing what happened upstairs in the bedroom.
Okay. I nearly drowned. Whilst trying to get into a boat, I then rapidly sped across, oversped across the lake and bypassed where I needed to be. We collected what's his face, old drunk guy.
Your BFF, Bluto.
Yeah, but we so we collected Bluto. On the way back, he started drowning, and I cast remove curse from him, which basically which exploded the necklace on him, that he had on him, which was an unexpected side effect of what was happening. I believe that it was linked to the necklace we found on one of the kids in the necklace on. I'm shit at names.
Silly. Was Felix?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Was it Felix? Yeah.
Felix was a child. Yes.
The one
Yeah,
who got
the
necklace
necklace-
from Italy.
The necklace that's on. I reckon that the two necklace were linked. And then we got back to the inn. We had some food. I think Sophia stormed upstairs for some reason. We went to interrogate the me, Yagov, and Auric. Was it Auric?
Auric.
Was Auric,
Yeah.
yes.
All went to interrogate Bluto. we were doing a bit of light torturing. Well, it was less torturing and more like
More you trying to beat up everyone in the room.
no, it started off as like it meant to be some like light hits just to like persuade him to to spill some details, and I accidentally downed him, which made me go berserk because of my orcish mace. And then I nearly killed everything in the room. I can't remember what information we got off of the
Got a name of him.
Yes, I can't remember. I can't remember what that name was. I assume someone wrote it down.
Take his name.
Pardon?
Henrik van der Voort.
That one.
That's the guy
That
who
one.
runs
Yeah,
the.
don't worry. I don't blame you for not remembering that one.
Funeral home, whatever it is.
Yeah, he's a coffin maker.
Coffin. Yeah.
Undertaker.
He was still given the necklace though by Vasily, though, wasn't he, Pluto?
Mm.
He did. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. I hand the stage over to you. You're all sat, like I said, you're all sat around a table, the cozy Blue Water Inn. Unfortunately, there is no wine. Circumstances, as you know already.
There is, but no one else.
There is, but as the group is aware, there is no wine.
And
I mean, I've got wine.
Myself, Rayla, and Sophia with Arabelle in their room.
Yes.
Which is what's happening during their whatever.
Having a tea party.
Yes, we're having a tea party while they were beating a man to death. I was clearly in the wrong room.
Very therapeutic. Very therapeutic. What's wrong with me?
I think you'll find that Sophia is crying in her bed because Sterling was very mean to her.
I can't remember what I said. It was something about the bread, though.
You said you didn't want the bread anymore.
Nice, and I was like, "No, fuck off," kind of in a nicer way.
No, that's exactly what you said. I wrote it down. That's exactly.
Lorik, he stormed out of the questioning room because he got fed up with Yegov and Sterling. So I think actually he's the only one downstairs right now.
No,
That does seem plausible.
We finished throwing back door, yeah, where they put their rubbish.
Oh yes, he did. You took him outside and threw him in the the pile of trash next to the stables.
Oh yeah, you did. Sorry.
Yes, while what's her name questioned our orientation, I believe, and inclinations.
Oh yeah,
Danica, I
the
think.
wife. Danica, yes. Tavern keeper. I'm just flicking through my notes, like trying to remember all these. There's so much names to remember. You think you have it, Bam Sam? Imagine having like 8 different pages of different names I have to remember.
Yeah. I don't think I have it bad. I'm just horrible at keeping track of stuff.
Danica,
like
wife
this.
of Erwin.
So,
there we go.
Alright, would have got himself a glass of water and then made it taste like wine.
Sipping on it downstairs, just brooding.
Once again, what time is it?
I would say after the line of questioning, you guys got back to town about 10:30, I think we said. I believe it would be... How thorough were you with the investigation? Would you have spent an hour on it, or just like the 30 minutes or so?
I mean, it didn't take long to be...
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounded like a 30-minute job, didn't it?
Yeah, like we weren't that thorough. We quickly realised he literally knew nothing because he's an imbecile.
You know nothing,
Yeah.
Pluto.
You couldn't even hide behind the fact he was drunk, because I believe you lay your hands on him.
Yes, I gave him the world's worst hangover.
Yep.
It was brilliant.
So just for my mental picture here, what's the current setup of people?
The tactical tea party is upstairs, I believe.
In the room above, there's Rayla, Flint, and Sophia, and Arabelle. I believe Auric is at the, like you mentioned, at the table downstairs, drinking another a glass of air quotes wine. I'm not too sure
Yes.
what Sterling and Yegov are doing currently. I believe Yegov would probably be literally marching back in, like dusting off his palms after throwing out
Literally.
the trash.
Sterling stayed in the bedroom for a bit and was meditating and praying to God.
Remember,
and,
this room is not of pleasant smell. It's not smelling very pleasant in here currently.
in that case, maybe I wouldn't have stayed in that room.
Smells of both alcohol, defecation, and sadness.
My poor bed.
And also Bluto stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. In that case, maybe I wouldn't have stayed in there, and I would have gone down with the other two.
Live long.
And prosper.
So,
Yes, hi. That's definitely gone out to all 4 of you. But you know, nothing's quiet in this household.
so I guess in that case, we'll pan the camera over to Sophia and Rayla's room, where I believe you are trying to console Sophia.
While having a tea
Not
party.
interested in. Well, it's well, it'll be more walking in and some reason. Well, Rayla got in there before Flint did, so Rayla would see the.
Yeah. Wait, are we panning over to this room? Sorry. I zoomed out a bit. I have tea.
So during the duration whilst this happened, it's like hearing massive thuds and just like dust shaking off the rafters and all kinds of stuff from the room next door. And it's gone all quiet now, and you hear people leaving the room.
Well, I think the first thing I would have done when they came in the room was check on Sophia. Probably would have been like, Sophia, are you okay?
No.
I'll sit on the opposite bed with Arabelle. Just
What's wrong?
Sterling. He was just mean. I was just wanting the best. The best for everyone.
Is this about the bread?
Yeah.
You know, I love you a lot, Sophia, but the bread, it might have been a little bit obvious to the rest of us that Sterling was not enjoying it.
It's
And I think
obvious to me.
that's okay. But I think he just he exploded a little, and I think you just take no mind of it and just maybe just save the bread for those who want it in future.
You think he wants it in the future?
No, I do not think he ever wants the bread.
Oh. Maybe
Some
no one
people-
wants it.
Oh, I want bread. You can feed me bread.
don't. People might want bread, but I wouldn't recommend force feeding them bread. It doesn't. You know, you can offer someone bread, but if they don't want the bread, then it's important to, you can let them suffer in their own lack of bread.
And you know who else I think might like some of your bread? What was her name? Arabella. Arabelle.
She's just finished soup. She needs some bread.
I was going to say she got fed, I believe, by
Yeah, she did.
you, wasn't it,
But
Nathan?
Yes.
I'm sure I know that Arabelle's already eaten today, but I'm sure at some point she would like some of your bread. And you know what else she might like? Do you have whatever instrument it was you played for the orphans?
No, it was in the orphanage.
Oh, that's a shame.
Rayla's not too good at this people thing, is she?
No, she doesn't speak to people.
If that's just my logic.
Do you think I should make him suffer for it?
No, half-baked. Make who suffer? Sterling?
Yeah. For not liking my bread.
No. Think, just do what you've been doing up until now. Take out on the doors, only the doors.
I wouldn't do that.
Blast
at
as many
all.
of those as you
No,
want.
Don't do that. That's a bad idea. That's
Fine. People can replace the doors. It's fine.
well. It's. Would you like it if Sophia blasted the door to this room? So severe lack of privacy at that point.
That's fine. I'm rather used to that, to be honest.
I just find it kind of funny that arguably the two most socially recluse members of the party are trying to console with arguably one of the most social of the group. A lot of awkward sighing and just twiddling of fingers and not knowing what to say.
Yep, pretty much.
But does it improve Sophia's mood in the slightest, or is she at
I
least
think Sophia
scorned?
is probably calmed down, but is
plotting her revenge.
Is probably plotting her revenge.
You could use it as motivation to find that one Brad that he does like.
It's true. That does seem like a good way of things.
It means
The
there's an
other thing
avenue
is
to
that
start
the other thing is
experimenting with
that
odd flavors.
the other thing is that it's not even been. I think it's maybe been 1 day since Flint and Sophia had a bit of a tiff, so she is not the biggest fan of Flint, to be honest, at the moment.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
Shouldn't have made Flint a rogue all along. We had to second guess every time he said that. It's like, wait, what?
No, that's just me bleeding into the character.
Do you quote an interesting thing there, Nathan? He did enjoy the oil pie.
I did.
Tasty, sir?
Pardon?
Tasty?
Yes, the oil pie was very tasty.
But to be fair, it was 90% oil and the rest was just, unnecessary.
Mild.
But he likes oil, so that works. Like, if you douse something in ketchup enough, you can make anything edible, you know?
Fuck.
Don't try to prove that fact, though. Don't quote.
Yeah, that sounds horrible, actually. Yeah.
Basic sauce.
I guess this is the point where you guys hear slamming of the door as they exit the room next door. What do you guys want to do?
And Auric
I don't
strongly cursing the people left behind in the door.
I don't think I talk well.
I'd like to just beckon Arabelle over to come sort of sit on the bed with us.
Yep.
And
She sits there with crossed legs.
So Arabelle, what do you remember from when you left the Vistani camp?
I got kidnapped. A strange man took me and put me in a sack.
Strange man? Was it the man at the lake? The one that...
The smelly man.
Okay. The smelly man. And who was it who you lived at the Vistani camp with?
With my daddy.
Your daddy. What's your daddy's name?
Frantically flicking.
Kuvash,
that's it, yep.
So as that's happening, Flynn, as she's mentioning this, is going to go over to one side of the room, open up the portable hole, and use
and
Mage
put the
Hand.
child in it, yes.
Yes. And using Mage Hand, but obviously because it's a skeletal hand, is going to try and hide the skeletal hand from him because it's weird, and pull out the diary.
Are you trying to hide it?
Do I notice this?
I would like you to do a sleight of hand check for me.
Yes.
The diary is surfacing.
Well, you would notice Flint walks over to the room to open the portable hole. Flint is just trying to hide the Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Is what he's hiding here.
Yeah. So you do see the portable hole right there, but we're debating to see whether you guys see the
skeletal Mage.
You do not see the hand that goes in though.
Do I see a diary come out?
You don't see what's inside, but you do notice him open up a strange looking hole that just seems to be going into the void, and he starts rummaging for items, it seems like.
And yep, a small sort of book will be pulled out of it. And Flint will sit down on the opposite bed to them. And I believe mentioning is that Pluto was by the lake and was a fisherman. I imagine Pluto smelt quite heavily of fish.
And other things.
And other things.
That you would not want a child to utter.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm also saying that out loud to the point that the other boy, Alexei, mentioned that there was the smell of fish as well. So.
Wait, which boy was that?
Oh, well,
One that was
he was
getting whipped at the camp, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you remembered the smell of fish.
I love how I gave you guys a clue ages ago and just like completely forgot about it.
Well, I mean, there is so much we have to remember.
There's
Everything is a
of,
new quest.
lot of strands to follow, yeah.
Arabelle, do you remember anyone else being kidnapped?
No. Just me.
Well, what about before you? When you? How long ago were you taken?
About 2 days. I don't know. I can't remember the timelines. When did they? How long ago did you guys talk to the Vistani?
On day.
It was literally the night before.
On day. Wait. Day 6 or on day 8 now?
Before we.
Yeah, it would be 2 days or so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was day 6 or on day 8.
Yeah, 2 days ago then.
So, were you? We saw where you lived. Were you ever allowed outside of the caravan, as it were?
No. But don't tell Daddy. I used to sneak into the city to play with the other kids.
Oh. That's fine.
Am I a bad girl?
No, it's actually quite impressive that you were able to make it, though.
She puts both hands on her hips and declares she's a strong, independent lady.
Certainly are, yes.
Group full of those.
Including Flint.
And Sterling.
It's the true secret of Flint.
At this point, you guys hear a yelp of a man outside being thrown into sounds like various different containers. Wooden containers crack and splinter as he like screams in pain.
Cat screeches in the background.
Yeah.
Where are the other two? I thought they were with you guys drinking downstairs.
What this discussion you guys are having is happening during the
No,
same
I know.
time period.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I asked Rayla and Flint.
Oh,
the question.
Other
sorry.
two? You mean there's
They've gone to question Pluto.
there's 3 of us?
No, there's only 2.
Oh.
I think it
You
started
confused me
very
as well. You confused me as well.
Who exactly do you mean when you say other 2, Sophia?
Yegov.
Sophia has gone mad.
And Oric.
Yegov
It's writing in a
and
small box.
Oric. Okay.
Yes, well, I'm not writing it now, but in my notes I put Sophia's gone mad.
Well, they took, the smelly fisherman Bluto next door to question him.
Do you think that
What do you mean
that's
question
them?
him? Sterling was going to make sweet love to the man. Did you not see Bluto serenade him up the stairs?
I think seduce him is the closer word.
Arabelle, did you not know any of the other kids at the camp?
Only a couple.
As Finn's looking for his book, does Timmy and Alexei ring a bell?
Oh yeah, they're a bit older than me though.
Hey, how old's Arabelle?
7 or something, isn't she?
Arabelle. How old are you, Arabelle?
I'm gonna say 7.5, just to be safe.
Okay, because she's older than one of them too already. So.
Oh, is she older than Timmy?
Yes, Timmy's 6.
Yeah, I was going to
Or
say,
was
yeah,
6, was his problem.
Timmy disappeared prior, didn't he?
Yes.
Wait,
That was
who
more
was it
me
who was
forgetting more than
selling?
Arabelle forgetting. So yeah, Timmy did go missing prior, but yeah, she knows of them too. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Do you
Who was
know
selling the fish oil, by the way, at the snake oil? Snake oil?
uh,
Some
that
sort of
that
oil.
would have been Arago.
Aragal.
Arago.
Was that one of the Vistani, or was that one of the? There was some other people around there as well.
That
Like,
was one of the 2 leaders of that
That's
Vistani group.
Uncle Aragel.
Yes.
okay.
Or
Arabelle, which is a bit of a tricky one. The book did not make that easy for us, but hey ho.
Uh, Arabelle.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about your dad and uncle? Just
They're scary when they get angry.
Do they get angry with you a lot, Arabelle?
Not if I'm a good girl.
And what about the oil they sell there? They told us they had lots of special properties. What do you know about that?
Give me 2 seconds.
it's not so much oil this. it's potions that they say can do particular things.
Oh, wasn't that the
And
same? I've like
the,
literally
the,
forgotten everything. Was
the,
it the
ter-
potion?
the term is fish oil,
Fish
but
oil.
they're selling or snake oil. Sorry, you confused
Snake
me
oil.
because you
Yeah.
said fish oil earlier, but snake
Yeah.
oil.
I did.
But
I got confused with the fisherman thing. What?
yes,
So like there's
they're
yeah.
selling
Okay.
snake
But
oil
there's
goods. So they're selling
okay.
potions that
Yeah.
say they can remove curses and get you out of Barovia.
Yeah, I want to
Are
know
the 2
about the
big
thing that
ones.
gets you out of Barovia.
Yes.
Yeah,
I really
legit. If
got
that
one of
works, I
those.
might just go.
Well,
Fuck this.
do we give it to? I think we
He
gave it to
presented the potion to Strahd, and he was like, "This is so fake.
or is he
I'm
just
evil."
Just as fake as my
wait,
accent.
why
Blah.
an inside check on that?
Are
Why-
you dissing my accent?
Yeah, we were
Thunder
just speaking
rumbles in the
about when
distance.
That is a
we
bad way to
presented
treat
the
your host.
I
Max,
meant
did
Strahd
we
in general.
Yes.
did we do like insight checks or anything when Strahd was like, this potion of leaving Barovia, so stupid.
don't think
I believe you guys did, and he showed no indications of lying, is what you got from the roll. I think it was like a very middle of the roll, like middle of the pack roll. I think it was like a 10 or 12 or something like that.
Okay.
Well, in any case, Arabelle, do you know of anyone else going missing or being kidnapped?
Timmy went missing.
He did. Is that? Is no
Good.
one else?
He was mean.
Was he?
Yeah. He threw mud on my hair.
Well, I don't think that warrants them being kidnapped and taken. Who knows where? But
Why did he do that, Arabelle?
Because he's mean.
his children.
Because I threw rocks at him first.
Because children be children.
Children are.
And Arabelle, can you tell me, have you ever experienced any sort of visions?
I've seen dreams.
Dreams? What happens in these dreams?
It's weird. I will get these strange dreams, and then next couple of days, they happen.
Really? That's very impressive. Have you had any dreams recently?
Did. It was a scary dream.
Really? What happened?
I saw a mean lady and a church on fire.
A mean lady? What did this mean lady look like?
She was really, really pale. Like she was sick.
Wait, how pale Sophia? Wait.
And do you know what this church looked like?
No, I've never seen it.
Okay.
Did you hear anything? Any names or?
She spoke really posh.
Really posh.
And it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
No,
Do you know
you're not
this
posh,
here is the
silly.
Lady Sophia Dragove?
Oh, she a
I am.
princess?
She was an elephant a few days ago.
Yes, because
No.
she had an evil spell cast on her, and then the mighty Prince Yegov Belmont came into her life,
Was
and
it?
she transformed into a beautiful princess. Just
Wasn't
like from
Auric?
a storybook.
Didn't Auric help me out?
Oracle
Yeah,
Sterling.
it's true.
It was Auric Sterling
Was
in the
that
end, yeah.
ship's already sunk, like torpedoed and Titanic?
I know you
You,
have
you,
the
you just see Arabelle's eyes as widen, like very Puss in Boots-esque.
I need
So-
a hero.
Right, we noticed. You mentioned the last session, but to notice her eyes being like weird.
Constellation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I imagine
very
by
misty
this
and
point,
very dark shade.
Flint would have noticed that by now.
Wasn't that was
No.
mentioned to us?
But would Flint not have
Not
noticed
to
the
you
eyes? I missed?
guys.
Isn't your
I was
passive
about
perception
to
like
say-
9?
Yeah, that's why I was asking so much.
No,
'cause I
you haven't
can't-
noticed.
God
You
damn
need someone
it.
to tell you.
God damn it. Right.
The only person who knows actually
Arabelle,
would be Sophia.
By the
have
way,
you
the
been
DC
to
was
the
10,
church in?
Nathan. 10.
My perception's 9. I can't help it.
Have you been to the church in Vallaki here before?
No. I only played on the outskirts. I didn't want to risk getting caught by the bad guys.
What bad guys?
And the guards, if they catch us, they march us around town and they whip us and beat us. They don't like us in town. I think we bring bad luck.
They don't really like us much either. They're a bit stupid though.
To be fair, we haven't exactly been subtle.
No.
Back to this church, you said there was a lady who spoke posh.
Yeah.
What was she wearing?
It was like a long black dress and she had a really pretty necklace.
Ooh, what did that necklace look like?
It was like really shiny and gold.
Did
did it-
you see her with anything in the church? Was she holding anything? Did she maybe have a bag with her?
No, she looked like she had a lot of friends, but it was so dark I couldn't see them.
Okay. And do you think it might have been the lady who set this church on fire?
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't see that happen. He was just there laughing.
One. Maybe you should show her the church in Vallaki, but I'm not there, so I can't make the suggestion. Only imparted to
Oh,
you psychic
do
abilities.
I hear some power gaming?
Pigeon, make pigeon noises somewhere quick.
I believe they have a higher wisdom than I do, so they'd come to the same conclusions that I would, if not better.
Flint, do you have any more questions for Arabelle?
Arabelle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that for a while it would be once we finished here today, would you like to go somewhere where you could play with other children for a bit?
He starts like clapping and going, yay, and then remembers the manners and just like crosses his hands back together and like, yes, sir. Tries to be all polite.
I don't think I'm a sir. Maybe I am. Sounds nice.
You may not be a sir, but I'm a lady.
Only technically. I think it would be best if, while we look around for more stuff to do with this, that we leave Arabelle at the orphanage for the time being.
Can I whisper in Rayla's ear
Mhm.
without Arabelle hearing me?
Yep, you can. She doesn't have really good perception, so you're good.
Cool. So I'm going to whisper to Rayla, why are we just not taking her back to her family? But Sophia finds it very difficult to say the word family.
Do I notice that?
That's
I don't notice it, do I?
You don't notice it, no.
that's certainly the plan. I'm not exactly sure what Flint is thinking, but I guess while Arabelle's with us, certainly because of that vision, it might be good if we show her around the church in Vallaki.
That sounds good.
But we'll definitely take her back afterwards.
Okay. Remember, we've got a dinner
Rayla's.
party tonight.
Yes, with a certain fancy lady.
We do.
It's fine.
What's their name, Debbie?
I can rationalize this all out. I'm just
I
looking at the
have
book.
no
That's all
idea
I'm
because
doing.
Debbie doesn't remember anything. What is the fancy lady's name about town?
Lady Watcher. I mean, I didn't say that because I don't know you're having this conversation. I'm busy reading this book in front of me.
Okay, Arabelle, thank you for answering all our questions. You've been very helpful. Would you
She
like?
does a little courtesy bow.
Is there anything we can get you right now? Do you like?
It's okay. I don't want to trouble you any further.
Oh, it's no trouble. I think we're going to join the rest of our group downstairs. Do you want to come with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jumps on her feet off the bed.
Okay, I'll take Arabelle by the hand and say
I-
to the others, I think we should go see what they found out from Bluto.
If we're leaving, Finn's going to head over to or open up the portable hole again, put the book he took out back, and pull out a different book.
Do I see
You're on your own
this?
in the room, or
You'll see him opening. Yeah, he's not hiding that. But
not
if they're
hiding?
still in the room, he'll hide the
Give me 1 second.
agent again. Then, should I roll sleight of hand to make sure if I can see hide the mage hand part of it?
I don't think anyone's concentrating on the hand too much. I think
No.
they're focusing on the book itself more than anything.
Okay.
What's that book you've been writing in, Flint?
I haven't been writing. Well, I haven't been writing it now. It's. Well, I felt that it would be.
It's not like my book, is it?
I don't know. I don't know much about your book.
Well, I told you about my book.
Well, yes.
It was
but,
a secret I shared with everyone.
Yes, but I don't know what's exactly in the book.
Very important information.
I am entirely. So is this. And as closes the book, I, for one, think that no matter how bad the situation might be, it's important to remember it and whatnot. And so I brought this in Vallaki, and for the past 2 days, I've been keeping track of some of the things that have happened to us.
So it's like a story.
Sort of, although I don't think this is a story anyone outside of Barovia would believe.
A story. Are we the characters in the story?
If you want to look at it that way, it's written effectively from my perspective, I suppose.
Well, that's exciting. I've always wanted to be part of a story.
Well,
it's like a chapter story that happens every 2 weeks. Who knows?
We've only. Well, I haven't been in Barovia for even 2 weeks. So.
I have been here for, well,
most of your life, or all of it, it seems.
I don't know.
need to cut across you guys real quick. I need to grab something real quick. So if you guys want to use this as a quick drink break real quick, I was a little bit earlier than usual. Quick 2-minute break. Rest, stretch your legs and all that stuff. I'll literally be back in 5 minutes tops, okay?
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Sorry about that. Need to grab something real quick.
No, Ben, you're right. I'm not dumping wisdom again. Ben. Talk about exchange information, and then the three places that are in immediate importance are the church, orphanage, and undertakers.
Okay, should
What
we
about the
like?
bread makers? The bread makers is the best place.
That's you,
We're gonna
motherfucker.
burn down
Bread
the
makers
bread
is
maker.
good idea.
Do we like? Do we paraphrase the? Oh, hey Max.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. I literally had to grab something real quick.
No worries. I don't
That's
think
fine.
everyone is
Around
back
the same
right
point that you left, I left, and I came back, and my internet shut itself. So
Ooh.
now. Would we want to like paraphrase that we all explain each other's stuff to one another?
Well, the only thing I was going to do was when the Sophia's room group was going to walk by the other room, they're going to, even with Flint's really bad perception, they're going to have that twinge of an odd aroma in the air coming from the room.
Also, this would be
And it's like the classic case of Something smells bad.
Well, also, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Okay.
If everyone's here, I can transfer us back to the overlay and all that stuff. Is everyone actually still here, or
I'm
did
here.
everyone?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm here.
my apologies.
Yes, I just got back now.
I'm getting quite a bit of lag through, so don't really know what's going on that front.
But Flint put
Can
diary
always
back and got a
switch
different
into
book out.
So what actually happened after that?
After what?
Is that literally it?
Yeah, that's it. I explained effectively that it's important, no matter the situation, really to remember what's happened, and that Flint brought the book in Vallaki, and for the past few days has been like keeping track of what's happened. And then Sophia was excited at the prospect of being a character in a story.
That's strangely pure for a sociopath.
Well, oh yes, you don't want to know the things Flint wrote about it, but or Rayleigh for that matter. But now it's Flint, so get used to it.
What do you guys want to do?
Is everyone in the same place, or?
I believe
Well, I
we're all sat
believe there's a
downstairs
skill
currently, yeah.
ability check. It's more like a saving throw, actually, with that smell.
Yeah. Door will be open.
Question: when Flint walks by, did you enter the room to inspect?
Well, can I tell that it's coming from my room?
Yes, you can tell it's coming from the room, yeah.
What on earth did they do? Flint will open the door to his Anoric's room.
Inside, you see the room seems to have been roughed up a little bit. Some sort of commotion happened. The wardrobe, it looks a lot more rickety after they were in there. And you glance your eyes over to, instinctively, your section of the room first, of course, to make sure everything's okay. Good news is your backpack and everything's still there.
Yes.
However, the smell, unfortunately, seems to radiate from your bed sheets and your linen.
I must smell this because I
Oh yeah. When you open the door, the smell is just like this
if I notice
blasts and
this,
wafts
everyone
out.
else should.
Yeah, but
Arabelle's like covering her
have
mouth and nose with both hands, to trying to
I have additional
get away.
smelling powers.
Oh,
so,
it hits you hard.
Yeah,
it brings tears to your eyes. It's
so
painful.
I turn to.
You know exactly what this smell is as well. You're able to clearly identify all the subtle tones. There's a combination of both urine, stale alcohol, sweat, fish, swampy, muddy lake water, and the number 2 as well.
So I turn to Flint and say, I think you need to ask the barkeep to change your sheets.
Yes, it seems they were very busy in here.
Well, who knows if it was that or if it was you, my friend. But all I'm saying is those bed sheets need changing.
Yes. Flynn will get his backpack.
To Flint's credit, I think that Sophia would be able to determine that Flint would not be the source of the smell. But she could rather follow the aroma like a tracking dog would. Follow it out the back door.
It seems to emanate going downstairs, yep.
Fair enough.
In any case, Flynn's going to get his backpack, not really saying much, and head downstairs to talk to Dianca, or whatever her name is. I don't know how to pronounce it. Dianca?
Close. Danica. I think we call her Dianca every single time, though.
Because I saved names wrong. Danica. Well, I will go and talk to Danica.
Okay.
And say, it appears I only have some form of an idea of who it was, but they made quite a mess of my bed. And so,
oh no. Those are brand new linen as well.
Yes.
I'm going to have to pay you for damage, I'm afraid. Linen is not cheap these days.
Well, don't worry. I'll make sure that they pay for it. How
Well,
much is it?
I need 5 silver pieces to replace them.
All right. Give me a moment, and I'll turn around and imagine everyone's there.
Oryx probably got
I'm
his
sitting
hand in his
there.
head.
I'm looking at my gauntlets like the smell won't come out.
I'm
Still
assuming
brushing it.
myself and Rayla are with Arabelle.
Yes.
Now, I'm not mad, but it was a very nice bed, as I'm
Oryx
sure.
throws 5 silver pieces at Flint.
Danica yells from back. A very, very nice bed.
Yes.
Oryx throws 6 silver pieces at Flint.
Honestly, Arik, I'm tempted to throw them on gold just because of the sheer effort of having to even interact with those sheets. The thought is galling.
Now, I have no idea.
I didn't know one man could make such a smell, Flint. And I have seen spellcasters at war.
Well, it's certainly up there.
Did you just say you've seen smellcasters?
It's not the worst.
Sorry?
But
I
it's.
said, did you say you just seen smellcasters?
I appreciate the pun. I appreciate
Too
it.
far off. Spellcasters. Spell.
I will.
Spellcasters, spellcasters.
Well, thank you, Auric. I'm sure there can be some form of an explanation as to how at some point, but I will hand these 6 silver to Erwin's wife.
Danica.
Yep, to her.
Danica.
That Danica, I will hand her the 6 silver.
You better not make a habit of it. Or out in the streets, you lot will be.
I have no idea what happened, but I will make sure to find out and make sure it never happens again, at least not to my bed.
Your friends should show me no weird stuff was going on up there. Seems they were lying to me.
Can Oryx just shoot her evils?
I'm sure they have a perfectly good explanation as to everything that happened.
They better have.
Yes.
Oh no, gonna like, this is a very aggressive evils.
You can do an intimidation check, yes.
It's gonna call the guards on us. It's gonna happen. You're gonna snap another child's neck.
Gonna get kicked out of town if we get bones. Oh, lucky. The DC was 18. Jeez.
18. Jesus.
She's used to handling the rough parts in the town with the part of the work, you know.
She's a barkeep in Barovia.
Yeah,
exactly.
Evils are like just stop it. Just shut up. Kind of evils.
Okay. I'll speak any further of it. Don't make a habit of it, you lot.
Yes.
I'd really rather we didn't, to be honest. I'd fight a vampire over that creature any day.
So, just to clarify, all of that mess was made by Pluto.
Impressive, isn't it? Actually, if you think about it, that one being can.
It's not the worst smell ever, but it's certainly up there.
Top 3 for sure for Flint, I'd say.
Yes, there's a couple more.
Burning bodies of children.
Up there with burning bodies of children. Yeah.
That is exactly what I. But
no. I can confirm, Nathan, that is a smell Flint has experienced.
Yeah. That's what I was saying is number 1. So,
just the men, but the women and the children too.
They had it coming. In fact, didn't kill them. Then they get to stay on. Oh, that'd be.
The real question is, what's number 2?
What do you mean? What is number 1? You mean?
Number 1 is the burning project.
We need more backstory from Flint for that. More
or how do you
memories
know that's
restored.
Flint's favorite smell?
Anyway, let's stop interrupting him.
At the very least, please say you got something useful out of him.
We've got. You can explain how I recommend, if you so wish.
Can we paraphrase this and just say that I
You
explained
most
it well?
certainly can. Most certainly can.
The most important bit of
How come he
information
gets
is
away with
that
this shit?
You
Yeah,
can do a
most
TLD.
important
It's because the session's midway. We don't need to do another recap.
Yeah, we've
essentially.
already been here an hour.
the most important bits I feel like on it is that he got a necklace from Henrik van de Voort, who was the Undertaker in the.
You're already wrong with the paraphrase. He got the necklace
yeah,
from
he got
Vasily.
Yes, and he gave the bones to
Strahd.
Henrik van der Voort.
I didn't write these notes down because I wasn't in the room.
Actually,
Of
he didn't give
course,
the
yeah,
bones
that's a
to
good
Van der
point.
Voort. He left them in a place because Van der Voort
He
was
a
like,
drop-off
"Yo,
point.
go
Yeah.
do this for me, bro." And he was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
bro."
I am no bro.
But he said, "Well,
Linda.
wine
bro.
and good luck for fishing would occur." So, of course,
Yeah,
Bluto's
exactly.
going to do it.
That is a good point. Vasily, who we all know who he actually is, gave 2 individuals necklaces, and these 2 individuals went on to do things that, well, and for some reason in my own mind, for example, the armor you now have, Yegov, well, that's very nice and shiny. It was found in Vasily's caravan.
Would you like to know my thinking on that, Flint?
Sure.
It's not very complicated. He must be incredibly bored. He's lorded over these people for God knows how long in his time, and nothing new has happened. I think he wants a challenge. Something worthy of his actual attention for a change.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
he was a mighty warrior in his own history, wasn't he?
quite. And then, well,
He's just sat
I
on his throne,
suppose
lording over peasantry. Anyway,
I suppose Riley can tell you what we found with Arabelle as well.
Me?
Anything interesting?
Why me? So I questioned her about whether she has any visions, and she said she does. Sometimes she has some dreams that seem to come true afterwards. And she said she'd had one recently about a very pale, posh woman wearing a black dress with a golden necklace by a burning church. Now, she hasn't been to Vallaki Church, so I'm thinking we should probably take her there, see if she recognizes it from
Bearing
this
in mind
vision.
what Flint said about the necklaces, it could be anyone.
Good.
Could be
Max,
is it a pale
Yes.
lady?
Pale, pale and posh.
does
What colour was
Danica have a necklace?
Danica have a necklace, you said?
Yeah.
She does not. She has a very, very messy apron. No necklace.
And now begrudgingly going upstairs to get a sheet.
Although you can make a perception check for me, though.
While this is going on as well, could I start ritual casting detect magic as well?
Yeah, you can.
Perception check. Where is it?
Sorry, what colour was her hair? The pale lady?
We didn't. Well, I don't
All
know.
black.
24.
Oh, black.
Oh, something about Danica draws your eye. She has a very small brooch on her apron that is shaped of a raven.
Oh, for some reason, my mind is forgetting what a brooch is. One sec.
It's like a
Think of it as like a pin.
fixing thing for like a cloak. Yeah, it's a pin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that leaf thing you have in Lord of the Rings they use on their cloaks for the Fellowship.
What I do, we do the leaves and Orient.
Immediately thinks he's Strahd.
Don't we say Flynn doesn't notice that at all.
No, not at all.
Danica has raven.
So the lady has black hair.
You can already tell Nathan in the next campaign we do with me DMing is going to have the highest perception possible.
Oh yeah.
It's going to have alert
Strom.
and observant as features.
I've already made Strom's proficient in perception. I can't see it.
It's one of the
Does,
most used rolls, to be fair.
Would the ravens does that ring any bells to anything for me?
Ravens will protect.
I know, like, you know, Strahd has his ravens that watch or whatever.
You have
Aside
been
from,
told
like,
something about it.
Castle
I can do
Ravenloft.
a d20 roll to see if Auric remembers for you. Anything
Sure.
over
This
a
one's gonna
10,
be...
and you'll remember.
Alright. I'm going to predict a 5.
Like singing.
That's not a 5.
Sharp pass.
You specifically remember Van Richten,
Pass.
mentioning
Cindy,
the
and unmuted.
ravens are your allies.
It's okay, got him.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I'd pass on mute anyway. I believe Rictavio mentioned the ravens are your allies.
Ravens are
As did
allies.
the druid card.
Oh,
That's-
hold on. And
Yeah, we needed to mention that
Danica's
Owen's wife.
husband, Erwin, was one of Thingy's accomplices. Rictavio, Van Richten, whatever his name was.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, cool. Right, that's all from me.
I think it might be an idea if we show Arabelle the church to see if she recognizes it, and then we take her to the orphanage, and then
Quick
once we-
question.
Yes.
Not strictly related. Do we know what?
Oh,
Good job, Pass.
I kind of Cindy's passive perception as well.
There are two people who I want to get a look at. What does the Burgermeister's wife look like? And
I
what does
haven't seen
Lady
it.
Watcher look like?
I haven't seen her either.
You haven't seen either.
There are members of the party you have, but
oh yeah, I've seen her.
Well,
but I have no
can
idea
I
what you
show
guys are
them?
talking about. So.
Oh, I'm interested in this.
Didn't myself, Rayla, and Oryx see her at the fair?
Were you
Oh,
there?
you
Correct
did.
Harvey show.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah, I was there.
She had like really dark brunette hair, not black hair. Was wearing a
Lady Watcher.
somewhat of a grey dress. Lady Watcher. The wife had very frizzy. She looked very stressed out, but definitely not. You wouldn't class her as pale. That's for sure.
And we'll see the Lady Watcher later today, probably, maybe.
Right. Well then, can I put forward a thought to everyone at this table that is going to be incredibly unpleasant? I think that lady may have been one of our host's wives.
Well,
And as such, a fully fledged vampire.
Well, there is only one way to find out.
That's to stick her in a hole with a stake, yeah?
I would imagine that's
I was thinking something a little more passive.
that
Why would
is.
you do that with a steak? It's so delicious.
It's fine.
Now, as a potential note of that, we were told that the bones of St. Andrew kept the wives out.
Yes,
So-
actually, on a related note, we may have a lead onto their location.
Undertaker guy. Right.
That guy. That's 'cause
So- As my suggestion would be take Arabelle to the church to just make sure it's the same one. Although, to be fair, we've already seen one burning church. Maybe not another one. And then
yeah,
with
but I don't remember there being.
It might be just to make sure, but and then leave her at the orphanage for the time being.
What do we? Oh, I was going to ask what we're doing with Arabelle.
Yes, we take her to the orphanage, leave her there while we investigate or look into this.
Or
And what are
maybe
we
she
actually-
can come with to the dinner tonight, as she might be able to identify the person.
Well, I think the
Can I be the first one to say that's a horrible idea?
yes.
Can I ask why?
Okay. First of all, the invitation was to Lady Rayla and Lady Sophia of House Dragafang, and their retainers. It'd be very hard to pass off a small child in Vistani clothing as a retainer.
I specifically remember the letter saying slaves/workers, not even the level retainers.
I've been called
I
servant.
think they refer to you as the help.
I think servants was closer to it. I think servants was closer to it. If I remember the
She
phrasing
could
correctly.
be. She could pass off as a child of theirs.
I
And
think
we
it would be
also
best
have
to leave
no
her at the
idea who
orphanage.
works for the.
Human child.
We don't know who's.
Oh, maybe Sophia, I suppose.
Adopted, it's fine.
Yeah.
But we should probably leave her at the orphanage. Another child there isn't going to arise any suspicion.
And a child with us will draw attention.
Yes.
A lot.
Okay.
Also, we don't know if anyone works for the Grand Leech, so it's really hard enough getting ourselves in there.
Fair enough.
Oh, excuse me. Right, so we've got a plan of. Wait, do we have time to go to that dinner party?
Well, if it's like 11 now, right?
Currently 11
11
o'clock.
a.m.
Yeah. It's not going to take us long to get to the church and then.
You know, at first I was kind of hesitant to even go there, because in case we had like other things we have much more important to do.
Well, we'll see
But
what
if we have
happens.
time,
Yeah.
we have time, and we could gather information.
Shall
Which
we
is
go
why
then?
we go to the Undertakers once we've finished. Gone to the first two
Yes,
locations.
Do we all have formal wear for the occasion, by the way?
Do we need formal wear? I'll admit I'm somewhat lacking in that department or knowledge.
All I have is my cloak,
I do.
and I would probably need something else.
Well, that's sort of cheating, though, isn't it? Rayla,
Me
really.
too.
Although, in all fairness, if it was only the Miss Rayla and
Those two would be the only
Sophia,
one expected.
well, yes, if we are
Yeah,
truly
as long
servants,
as-
peasants, we can wear what we like. Really.
Well, I mean, you expect to wear some kind of uniform, as long as you look presentable, I guess.
I will be wearing this.
So
He says,
so I need to go
"Well,
shopping. I need to go shopping then.
I'm wearing what I'm wearing.
I don't believe we have time to get you some clothes tailor-made. God knows how long that would take.
Days.
The years. The timeline's
I
not long
think
enough
it
for
would
that.
take days.
Okay, should we start heading to
However, if you were to procure a dress or set clothing and have it adjusted rather than made from scratch, then 12 hours.
We definitely need to get on. If I'm going tonight, we definitely need to get on this.
I'm wearing this.
Also, what about me?
First things first. You and me, Sterling, I'll sort us out, don't you worry. I have my methods.
Okay. I mean, to be honest, my armory's kind of like built into me, so I don't know if I will necessarily need it. But
What we do is just buy a tie and put it around Sterling's job. That's good enough.
Give him a polish.
bow tie.
Yes. So should we head to the church and just check and then orphanage?
You guys head to the. Do you want to head as a group to the Undertaker, or?
Well, I was just thinking, just in case the Undertaker isn't just an Undertaker.
Yeah, I've seen this movie before, to be honest.
You know.
Sorry, not movie. Read this novel.
Yes.
Anyway, yes.
And besides, it won't take long. We're heading to the church orphanage and then the
exactly.
orphanage.
Church orphanage, Undertaker's just around the corner. All right, let's go. That sounds like a plan.
Shall I head off and try and find some clothes?
To get it tailor-made.
If I don't think tailor-made would be done by the end of the day.
We don't have time for tailor-made. We have time for possibly adjusted.
Really want to do that, then I imagine you might be able to quickly meet us at the orphanage once you've done.
One last question, and I cannot believe I'm asking this. Sophia, do you have enough coin?
She looks at her she sort of looks down at her sort of belt buckle where the pouch is and just sort of shakes it and it doesn't sound very like a lot.
Sounds very empty.
Yeah.
All right. Clothes.
It's a very
fine,
light
costs
jingle at
15
best.
GP. Right. How much do I have?
How much are fine clothes?
15 gold pieces.
For me to be tailored to.
But could
as
the
well.
lady Sophia Dragove get it for less? And I'm saying that's Nathan, because defense not going to do it.
They could try. Although they are
I'm
a
going
very
to-
rare commodity in this. Might be a bit tricky.
All right. My suggestion to you is ask some of the women around. You can't even ask the women around town. Who do we know that's a woman and respectable? We go Danica and Lady Blasko.
It's not many.
No.
No.
They are definitely our best
And
shots.
the only noble person you know has kind of vanished, and you guys have no idea where she is currently.
Rayla, where did you get those shoes from?
From the cobblers.
The cobbler will also know. That's a good point. Rayla, how much coin have you got on you?
It was quite a show, honestly.
Me?
Yes.
9
You can lie if you don't want to give the exact amount. We'll just need a deception check if you do. But if anyone's going to get questioned about their coin and wants to hide it, whisper me and we'll a deception roll. We'll go from there.
Well, I just kind of came out and said it really. 9 gold.
She's not very good at hiding things, Rayla, is she?
But to be honest, I just went into the cobblers and completely lied, and they gave me the shoes for free.
You know,
So.
it was not what I was expecting.
No, but what we're going to need is I'm just going to fork over like 15 gold, which is probably the most ridiculous thing Yagov's ever done in his entire career.
Fanfic's back on.
Rayla or Sophia, add 15 gold to your inventory.
I don't need any money.
Probably Sophia.
No, but Sophia needs it to get the clothing.
I will add 15 gold to my inventory.
I'd like that back at some point, but use it to get yourself find some clothing. Ask the cobbler.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Maybe you might be able to get it for cheaper if you ask if you can just rent out an outfit for the evening.
Seems unlikely to rent things, Sterling. That's a very futuristic concept that maybe in the year 2000s would even start to come to fruition. But at the
I'm
moment,
sure you can let the kids draw on you with some chalk and crayons. You can draw a suit on you.
I'd rather just wear my cloak.
Just the cloak.
Just the cloak.
Yeah, maybe flutter your eyelids at the tailor or something. You watch a tailor turn out to be a woman now. Seamstress, even.
Seamstress, yeah.
Suggest we ask Danica, Lady Blasko, and then the cobbler, whose name I cannot remember ever being told, actually, now that I think about it. Regardless.
I don't think I gave him a name.
We should probably...
Infatuated cobbler.
We can call him Steve.
Steve the cobbler.
We have Steve and Owen, huh? Interesting.
Totally not why it came to mind, but we'll go with it.
Regardless.
The PPE cheese.
Shall we...
Continue.
Yeah, shall we get on with the show?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Can't help but notice Gogisa is missing.
He normally comes.
He doesn't tune in for the Curse of Strahd stuff. It's mainly the Stalking Thunder he pops by.
I think he's more
Which
of a
is understandable
guy.
since there's a lot of stuff. Well, there's a lot of sessions missing in this one, so it's kind of daunting to pick up a midway campaign kind of thing.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, that's it. Start again.
Yep. Killing off all the characters.
I could do that if you want. I mean,
mean,
I've thrown around the idea that TPK could happen at any moment's notice.
I cast fireball in the middle of the. Right.
Well, that's one option,
I
yeah.
just bring Torvik in, it'll be fine.
Counterspell your counterspell.
Shit.
I don't have a counterspell. Yeah. You fool. Don't worry, I don't have a counterspell. Should we?
I
head
don't
to
have third level spells yet.
Oh yes. Now's my chance.
Yet.
Yeah.
Should we press on?
Onwards!
Where to?
We are rapidly getting nowhere.
Yeah.
I believe
So
we're going
Sophia is
to-
going to go and speak to Danica and find out where the seamstress, or seamster, is.
It's a seamstress.
Seamster.
The lady. And the shop is over here in the town square.
Okay.
That is your best
Our
bet for
advantage is gone.
anything fancy. Where the Baroness procures her own clothes.
All right. I'm gonna head over there. Is anyone coming with me to choose some clothes?
I'll come with.
I'll come.
I guess I'll take Arabelle. Oh, then Arabelle.
I'm there with Sterling, like.
Oh,
It is
actually,
surprising, honestly,
I
really.
probably shouldn't go with them, should I?
No.
No,
I'm
would you-
actually should probably come along with Sterling and I.
Yes.
I'll
Can
come
we
along
do
with you
it for
guys.
advantage?
We need our interrogator general.
I think it's just that I know where the coffin makers is as well, exactly.
And you
Yeah,
do.
Well, we-
probably.
We
Yeah.
we're
were
meeting
so
up.
good at this
We're
last
going to
time
the
that
church.
we're going for
Oh,
round 2.
Well,
Fucking kill you.
it's heading to the Church of Arabelle.
Surprisingly
So
good
3
kids stuff.
parties.
Wait, am I right?
Three-way split. Good lord, you guys don't want to make it easy for me, do you? Right.
We
Who
never
wants
do.
to go
Right.
first?
Roll off.
Roll
Right.
off.
Makes sense. It'll probably be shopping or church first.
Let's do the church first. I don't think that'll take too long to be.
So if it's just Flint,
Is
because
this the church?
this is the
Off to the
church.
church you go.
Is this the church you burnt? No, I'm going to burn it.
She starts sobbing and clutching at her head.
Oh, I'm not going
She
to
falls
say-
to her knees
I
as
cast fireball.
visions
Stop
fill
lying.
her head.
Oh, no, wait, no, this is.
She proceeds to do this really it's a horrendous scream. And she curls up to like a fetal position on the floor, just sobbing.
You know, it's more just like crouching.
Unbothered by
over
the water and mud that she's just laying in.
knowing what to do. How close is the church at this point?
Close enough to be able to identify. Like, if you're standing directly in front of it, that's where she had this reaction to it. In front of the emptyless doors, the doorless door frames.
Imagine not being there, Sterling.
I'm on my own, aren't I?
Yep.
You
I
are.
thought, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, who did you go with, Sam?
Pardon?
Who did you go with?
I was going to go with Yegov. I didn't realize that. I forgot it. I thought it was
That's
the
right.
4 of
That's
us.
right.
Took him 2
Yeah, I-
seconds to forget. I'm amazed.
I will pick Arabelle up and go into the church. Or run with her into the church.
Like, still sobbing and crying. No longer screaming, but she's unsettled, to say the least.
Set her down on one of the pews. And,
Yeah.
seats. I would imagine that was one of. Well, I don't actually know what happened entirely. You mentioned your division about the church before. Oh. You okay?
She's still in shock a little bit. You might need to do something to distract her,
Okay.
snap her back to her senses. Pacinda just cheered 100, by the way.
All right.
Bing
Oh,
bong.
God. Oh, no.
Bing bong, bing bong.
You
Bing bong, bing
don't-
bong, bing bong.
Oh, man.
Okay. It worked for another child, and I will cast Minor Illusion and make Arabelle appear in front of Arabelle, and then make stop motion animation once again of Arabelle waving at Arabelle.
I would like a performance check.
Excellent. I keep losing the thing.
Oh.
Oh.
A 7, holy shit.
It's enough to distract her, but she's still crying.
Um, I don't have much.
Gonna start doing some jazz hands.
I'll make Arabelle. I'll make the illusion of Arabelle as quick best as I can to jazz.
You can do one more performance check for me to see if you can get this nugget of
If I fail,
information
I'm
or
using
not.
one of my sorcery points to rewrite. Just
You succeed. She snaps out of a
Confusion.
confusion. Yeah, she snapped out of confusion. Perfect. And she explains what she sees to you. She explains that this is definitely the right church, but the shadowy figures you saw before, they became clear in this vision. She was, effectively she tries to best explain as a, nearly an 8-year-old would, the imagery of several humanoid creatures, monsters she would describe them as, with long ears, sharp teeth, and long fingers. And the town is burning, and screams are emanating from the streets. And the streets, instead of the usual mud and water, run red. And she's like physically shaking while explaining this to you.
I don't know.
And then we'll pan to the shopping scene.
Calm her down.
I'll save you from the awkward Flint childcare scene.
She knows too much.
It's like, oh no! Frantically lighting the book, like, she knows the plan.
She knows. God.
Check all your possessions quickly to see if nothing's missing.
Like Flint's.
He always gets the children's stuff.
I know.
Ends up with the kids somehow.
I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting Rayla to.
If I had like $2 for every, if I had $1 every time that Flynn went and dealt with children, I'd have $2, which isn't a lot, but it is
Don't worry,
weird.
Pacinder's covered at least one of them.
Yeah, I wanted to go shopping.
God damn it, Rayla! Left me alone with a screaming child. I still haven't noticed.
Oh, I know what we've done wrong. Hang on,
Max.
Yes.
As I focused quite heavily on Arabelle in these past few minutes, would I have noticed by this point her eyes?
Yes, you do.
Huzzah!
But the 21 I'll allow you finally to realise it. And you go, huh. That was appropriate.
The first minor illusion had the wrong colour eyes because I didn't notice what they were before.
No, I think you notice it. And, well, actually, yeah, that's a good point. I think your minor illusion was bad purely because you couldn't get the eye details right. Like, the eyes were like completely the wrong shade and wrong hair colour, that kind of thing.
I'm taking all of the perception stuff next. I'm seeing everything.
The all in the universe.
At what point does Flint get a proficiency in childcare?
Let's see, actually. Nathan, roll a d20. 18 and higher, you get proficiency with childcare. Any child-based checks from then on will give you a +2 to the check.
Now, as a note, Max, I have magical guidance to arm. If I fail, I can re-roll it and see how well
you can, yeah.
Oh, that's so close.
That's the one.
Right. Should I do it? Should I use a sorcery point to try and get proficiency of children?
Hell yeah!
Certainly can try. You can even ask someone. You can even ask someone to donate an inspiration to the cause.
Sadly, if I've used my stupid.
Let me roll 3 d20s to try and get children.
You know what? Fuck it. Can I add a bardic inspiration? I know it's not exactly the same, but
it doesn't quite work because you're not with him. So I cannot give you bardic inspiration.
You
but
got this, Flint.
You can do it.
Oh. I use a sorcery point for no, I can't do it anymore.
Unfortunately, you do not gain proficiency with child-based checks, I'm afraid.
Effectively, Max, I need to help more children than I killed.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. So basically, you just have to keep building up relationship with children and then getting other opportunities to roll for it. It's like a persona. You have to build up bonds.
He's like trying to clear his trauma.
Basically, maybe. You never know.
This game is weird.
So now we'll pan to the shopping scene. He stood in front of as shops go in Vallaki, a very very well kept, very nice looking shop compared to just various buildings where it's just like they're converted living rooms and stalls. This seems like it has a proper sign and the full works.
Do you think this is the place?
Who are you asking?
Sorry.
You just asking to the
That's
general
me.
group.
I was about to say,
There's no one else. I'm asking. There's no one else with me.
Ah. Where are we? Again? Sorry.
This is where Danica told us to go, I think.
Is this the tailors? I have no idea. I didn't go there. I have my magical
Right next
chest
to
armor.
Seamstress, yes. There's a sign with a needle and a thread etched on it.
I mean, I'm not really one for shopping normally, but that looks like a good sign.
You're probably right. And Sophia starts walking into the shop.
sorry, did anyone donate for a very punny, or was that an accident?
No, that was an
A
accident
good
one.
sign.
Yeah. We've had many puns tonight, and there's been no very
was
punnies
intentional.
redeemed. Oh, there we go. You can have that as your very punny then, Nathan. You lose, good sir.
No, I want another one. Give me
You want
another
one?
Yes, I
right.
want you to give me one.
Me or as the DM?
Oh.
Oh no, why did I mention this? I'm gonna have to do some Google through. I actually didn't have the tab open. God damn it! Right.
Oh no! You see, go through those puns, and then I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
I'm just gonna go to a random pun page. It might not be fantasy based because I'm so ill prepared.
Right, fuckers, I have 1.8k saved up. I can get another one of those very soon.
So first, how many puns have I got? 3, right?
3.
Okay, since we're rolling out the dice, let's go for a number 1. To the guy who invented 0, thanks for nothing.
Mm.
I'm going to roll 0 perception soon, so don't worry about it.
Didn't see that coming.
Next one. Did you hear about a restaurant on the moon? I heard the food was good, but it had no atmosphere.
That was a bit cheesy.
Oh.
All puns are cheesy. What do you expect?
No, that was
another moon joke.
Yeah, it was.
You know,
And the last one.
because
Becoming a vegetarian, in my opinion, is just one big mistake.
God's sake.
Now can I
yeah,
continue? You deviants making me do puns during a session.
You're the one that put this on here. It's your own fault.
It needs to make sense with Kronk's little thing is that he says puns as part of his character.
All right, you know what?
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
gonna make my power move because I need the toilet.
Right.
At time.
Oh, my word! You're making me run ads. Okay.
Oh
Interesting.
gosh, yeah.
Blame
Right,
Adam.
browser. Hold on.
Hashtag blame Adam.
Oh, because I'll pass. I've been storing that up, waiting for a power play.
Yeah, he's been lurking.
I'm very sorry.
Even when I'm playing League or something random like that, he's
Yep,
been
I
lurking.
have it open the
A
whole
power
time.
play or a poor play?
That's quite impressive.
Man needs money.
But everyone
No,
that
I
has
don't
ad blocker, which is probably everyone.
Oh, I don't.
Apologies.
But I'm a
Oh
mod.
shit! Yeah, now that I think about it.
I
No,
turned
that's
it off
right.
on my Google Chrome.
I think
but
from all the
Okay.
ads I've ever earned, I think it's like 2 cents. So it's really not big
Yes.
money.
Oh, you're
Really
my 2
isn't.
cents on the matter. It's something.
Well, it goes towards books, so yeah.
um,
Even though you guys
If you
bought
want,
me early
if you
already,
want, I'll
I'm
do an
like,
advert for you. Yeah. Hi, I'm Barry Scott.
I'm a shouty man.
we need to make some like animated adverts with various D&D characters trying to sell a product. Just have Torvik trying to sell magic baubles or something like that.
oh, I'm gonna sell so many products.
Or selling snake oils.
Are we taking a break then?
You want magic bubbles?
It's up to you guys. Do you guys want a break?
Do you?
I think Adam wants a break.
I'm just going to quickly go to the toilet. You guys can carry on if you're doing shopping street or whatever.
Shopping
Oh,
thing,
yeah, I
yeah.
think
It's
that
not
makes
going to be
sense to
any
carry on to
Diego.
shopping.
Oh yeah.
Carry on shopping. Let's get it over and done with. So yeah, you're in front. Oh, good night, Pasendu. We'll try. we'll try for sure.
Night pass.
Good night, Sindu.
All right, so I head inside the store.
The door is so fancy, it even has a little bell that rings when you open the door.
Ka-ding, ka-ding.
And a lady with really long curls and really fancy purple and black dress is in front of you, just putting some cloth away into some storage containers.
Hello.
Turning some looks around. How can I
I'm
help?
looking. I'm looking for fancy dress thing.
Fancy? I do
Can
fancy, that's for sure.
Can I just be like in the back and kind of act like I almost didn't come in with her?
Yeah, you can slide in through the gap in the door, yep. Do you want to be hidden whilst doing this, or just be very inconspicuous?
No, I don't want to be hidden or anything, but I just want to
Okay.
make it appear like I just happen to be another person coming in.
Okay.
Whether Sophia notices this or not, I don't
Or
know.
as a separate group member, you didn't come in together, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I just want to make it seem like we didn't come in together.
I think I
Yep,
see where this is
I
going.
would like a deception check then to be
Stab.
more of a case of you don't awkwardly walk in and start whistling, like
Yeah.
trying to be inconspicuous.
Doop-a-doo.
Don't mind me, just perusing the wares.
Just time to go. Welcome back.
What?
Oh no,
I
that's
came back
perception.
singing.
Oh
That's the wrong
no.
one, sorry.
Is that perception? Okay.
This is deception. Oh, that's even
Oh,
worse.
it's awkward whistling all the way. Both of them turn around and look at you.
Thank you, sir.
I just sheepishly turn my head and start like looking at whatever's on the shelves and things. Full on awkward railer mode.
So, do you have anything for me? I've got a very fancy party tonight. I need to attend.
Why, yes.
Oh God, that voice.
It's my lady voice. I'm a lady.
I'm a lady.
I do have a dress in your size.
Amazing.
You would
Can I see
need
it?
some adjustments though. She
Okay.
brings out a dress that is like a dark shade of red. You would probably class as crimson or something like that. And it's got like a gold trim around the waist.
Okay.
And shoulder pads.
Okay. How much for the dress, and how long is it going to take you to adjust?
To adjust, I would need 3 hours. And money, well, a dress as fine as this. 40 gold. And then 10 gold for the adjustments.
Yeah,
At that moment,
You're gone.
can I barge over and be like, "Oh my god! Are you? It can't be. Are you actually Lady Sophia Dragove?"
I need a deception roll. Wait. Let's do a performance roll, actually. A performance.
A
From both of us?
roll?
Performance,
Okay.
yes. Since it was so extravagant.
Oh no! I
Not
just
from
don't-
you because you're taken aback. I'll make you roll if you partake in the thing
I am
afterwards.
absolutely going to be partaking in the thing afterwards.
If you're going over the top with it, you can do a performance. But if you're just trying to be very dignified and fill in the role, it'll be deception.
Yeah, we'll be dignified.
So
But I'll wait
what
for
is
Debbie to roll.
Debbie's roll first?
Oh,
It's not very
shit.
convincing. She just looks like a weirdo that's walked in the shop.
Started whistling.
I'm so sorry. I have to admit, I did follow you down the street a bit when I saw you coming. I just couldn't believe you came in here. I couldn't believe someone like the Lady Sophia Dragove would shop in here. Oh my god, I'm having a fit. And then I would like to collapse a little bit on the ground. Apparently, we're really trying to sell this now.
You just crumple to the floor.
Oh dear, what? Well, I didn't even notice her.
The seamstress whips out a hand fan and just starts fanning her on the floor, trying to bring her back to her senses.
Oh, thank you so much. It's just that, I mean, she's so well known for her amazing fashion sense. And I mean, every girl I know of my age is following what Lady Sophia Dragove wears.
You don't say. We
Why,
might be
yes,
able to
I
strike
mean,
a bargain in that case.
Rayla shuts up now.
A bargain, you say?
Well, if you spread the good word. Let's say I knock 10% off. Let's say 40 gold instead. No, it's not 10%. I did my math wrong. It's 20%. Yeah. Let's say it's 40 golds instead. As soon as I said it, I knew I was wrong.
I would like to try and barter even further.
Okay. How are you gonna persuade? What are you going to say? Depending what you say, would change the DC.
I'm going to say that I, as the Lady Sophia Dragove, known to all in Vallaki, I want to represent your store, but 40 gold is just too expensive.
Roll a persuasion.
It's known to all except the one person you're doing the roll to. How can you say?
Oh no!
Oh, we just. Oh, we have failed here.
No.
I do have inspiration.
Wait.
No, God!
I do.
No,
Are you gonna use it?
please, no, no,
Are you using it?
no, no.
Now the big question, guys: am I using inspiration to change my role to buy a dress?
I use mine to stop.
It's a very difficult question, isn't it? Very, very difficult.
Yes. You're trying to save what little gold you have.
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
I used
comes a
mine
nat
to
20.
give Sam inspiration on his roll to identify you.
She'll knock another 5 gold, but she started to get suspicious. If you're such a prestigious lady, why can you not afford the dress?
I still can't afford this at the moment.
I can't believe you're trying to charge the Lady Sophia Dragove. Normally, clothing stores just shower her with whatever she wants. I
But do
mean,
they?
she must be quite taken aback to actually being charged for clothing.
Heavens
I'm
be, I
really.
hope I haven't
I'm quite
offended
shocked.
the lady. You can do a persuasion check as well.
Who?
I think you.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
She gets really flustered. It's like, oh, of course, how uncouth of me. And she hands you 4 dresses and 2 hand fans. Take your pick. I'll get them adjusted as soon as possible.
I want all of them.
Of course, anything for Lady Dragove.
Now that's Sophia.
I know we're going to try this at some point, just to try and get closer.
Actually, you've got decent charisma, don't you?
Yeah.
I will be back. I will be back, and then I wanna take out 5 golds and put it on the counter.
She bows and courtesies very nervously at you. Grabs it and rushes with the dresses to the back to get them adjusted to your sizing.
I'm gonna leave the store. I'm assuming Rayla's gonna follow.
Yeah, I'll follow, looking all like
as-
fangirly.
As we turn the
Lady
corner,
Sophia.
as we turn the corner, so the shop people can't see her, I like hold up my hand to high five for Rayla. And we just walk off. And we just walk off.
But guys, don't you realize like long fairy tales have a tendency to drag on?
You could say they scale.
Indeed. I don't have anything to follow up. God damn it! Thank you, Hannah. Though. All puns. Exactly what I want to do.
Something.
More
Hard sleeps with Dragon.
puns.
Go.
Does anyone else want to do any shopping? Any pick up anything quickly or barter or? Are we
Is there
okay
any
to
food
move on to
stores
the next
around?
There are food stores. Yeah, they're not very
Could we quickly
luxurious foods, but
could we quickly pop somewhere because I think it'd be good to get Arabelle something to eat.
Can I?
well, she's just eaten. She's eaten some soup earlier, so she's actually quite full.
Can I ask something retroactively? Because
Yes.
can I ask them to pick up some wax, as in armor wax, and a whetstone?
Whetstones are expensive. Well, no, they're not super expensive, but
I thought they were fairly commonplace.
Yeah. Problem is, you don't have many armorers around here.
No, but we did have a blacksmith.
Did have a blacksmith, yeah.
They cost 1 copper piece. Should be okay.
That'll be fine. I'll say it's like because they're uncommon here and it's only used for the town guards. I'll make it like 2, just because they're more uncommon.
I'm not sure I'll survive. As for armor wax, I have
Yeah,
no
it's not a lot
idea
of
where
crazy
you
stuff. Yeah, you'll be at the blacksmith. You get that. So someone can swing by. For wax and whetstone, it'll be like 3 copper total.
Excellent.
So it depends if you guys want to do another RP session and Lady Dragove and a faithful helper Rayla.
No, I will
me.
happily go in. I've been given 15 gold by Yegov to grab some stuff anyway, so I'll go.
Sophia's totally going to pocket that 15 gold, right? Saying she's like spent it all on the dresses.
Yeah,
I mean,
I got 4
it
dresses for it.
It doesn't really matter because Yagov did say he wanted it back at some point, so like
that's a good
whatever
point.
she keeps, whatever she keeps, she's expected to.
But if Yegov's dead, Sam.
Pardon?
Not again.
Free
If
money.
Yegov's dead.
Yeah. So, do you want to do a role play for this store, or do we just head in and grab?
Just in and out job. We'll buy it because if you're not going to haggle, there's no real point.
Not going to haggle. So, what is that? 3 copper?
3 copper pieces. Yeah.
Cool. I have taken the 3 copper pieces off.
My word, this is not how I envisioned the session to pan out. A lot of shopping and more randomly going out town square again. But hey, it's all good though. It's fun RP. It's fun RP though. Gives you more time to prep, if anything, because I frantically had to make some maps just in case. I completely forgot about one certain area.
So,
So
we went to. So did we agree to meet somewhere?
Nope.
I don't think you guys did. You're gonna just run down until you bump into each other.
Flynn said that this was before everyone split up even more. That when Sophia had finished buying stuff, we could meet up at the orphanage. But that was when Flynn assumed everyone was going to the orphanage instead of just him.
Yeah. So you're on the way to the orphanage with Arabelle right now.
I want to talk to her in the church first.
You want to talk to her at church? Okay, we can have that real quick.
Okay. Well, so as calmed down and whatnot, and noticed Arabelle, this vision you've had, you can see it a lot more clearly now. Did you see the woman in it more clearly, or was it still the same?
Still the same.
Did you hear any voices, sounds?
A lot of screaming.
Yeah.
And fire. More screaming.
Do you know how long it is until that happens, or?
No, I never know the exact time. It just tends to happen unless something drastic happens to change its course.
Well,
It's just like, I need to burn the town first, so it can't happen.
Yeah, I can't have these people taking the glory away from me. Arabelle, you're coming with me.
Stealing your plan.
Yeah, no. Arabelle, well, for now, I believe the rest of us have a bit of, stuff to do. But as I said, going to take you to an orphanage where there's going to be lots of other children your age.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Timmy, you said he wasn't very nice to you, but I know there's at
No.
least one boy at the orphanage who's going to be very nice to you. He's got a very nice hat.
He has a hat?
He does. It's a very magnificent hat. And you can meet him and all of the other children there. Although, before we do, you mentioned that your uncle and father could get quite scary when they're angry. How? Never mind. It's fine. And I will start leading Arabelle by the hand to the orphanage.
Okay.
Left hand. As well.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything at the orphanage, or are you just waiting for people to arrive?
Is that
Is this wait, who is this to? Sorry.
So where did all the third group go to? Did you go to the
I
takers, or
thought
did
we
you go
went
to
to the
the
coffin makers. Yeah.
Okay, you can go to the coffee maker place. So you go to where you saw the guards drop off the body. This uninviting shop is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All the window shutters are closed up tight, and silence surrounds their establishment.
This is an important building, lads. It's got its own
I'm
description.
reading. Yeah.
Well,
Plan are we?
shall we head in?
How are we going about this, out of curiosity?
How your paladin abilities? They detect the presence of evil, right? The undead, stuff like that.
If it's evil, I can sense it, and if they're a specific brand of evil, I can sense a specific other. Well, I can sense a very specific brands of evil.
Does it travel through walls?
Not really. No. Heads the whole.
Excellent question. I think I've asked it every single time I've asked him about Divine Sense.
Well,
that
if we go
brand
in and you do the weird thing as soon as we get in, would you be able to tell if he's like Vasily?
Yes. But that doesn't mean I could not use it at the fucking Christ, what's her name again? The Watcher's house.
Well, we could always use that Lady Sophia trick, because that seemed to work a few times.
Didn't tell us if there was a vampire or a ghoul hiding behind back fence, though, did it? It got us a discount on a mace, which we then didn't buy.
That's true.
And we're not here to buy a coffin.
Wait, Max, does this place look open?
No.
You say no.
Excellent question. I was wondering when someone was going to ask. No, it doesn't look like it's open. All the windows are shuttered up. It's all dark inside. You don't hear any noise or anything like that. And there's iron rails over the windows as well.
Well, shall we begin by knocking, I guess?
Sounds like a good start.
After you, Sterling.
Okay.
And I.
Ghost, go away.
We would like to speak to the owner, please.
Go away. Leave me alone.
Well, we know you're in there, and we would like to speak to you, so if you could please open up, we shouldn't be too long.
Go away before I call the guards on you.
You like gold?
What?
No response to the "Do you like gold?" question.
May I ask, how will you call the guards without opening up first?
Again, no response.
We know you're in there. We just heard you speak.
Do I get like a sense? Did I hear anything else, like a thud, like, or like is he just? Or
You
do I get
can
the sense?
you can do a perception check to hear some if there's any noise.
Mr. Van der Voort, can you open the door, please, just briefly? For like 5 minutes. I'll give you a gold piece, and then we'll clear off.
Did you say perception? Yes.
Perception, yeah. This group interrogating. You do hear a shuffling of a man inside, but no one else. Like he's trying to move some stuff to block the door.
Is there any way to see into the building at all? Is there like a crack in the wall
The
or anything?
windows are all frosted and they have wooden shutters over them. And the above the shutters are iron rails, like
no
covering them
holes
as
or
an extra
cracks?
layer. Yeah, there is proper lockdown stuff. Every window of Henrik's shop is a lattice work of iron fitted with squares of frosted glass and locked from the inside. Wooden shutters on the outside that are barred shut.
I think
mention the
we're going
guy's
Iron
name.
window
to
with
go
frosted
now.
glass.
Should we mention the guy's name who we just had a chat to as well?
That seems like maybe a good idea.
We can make the situation either infinitely worse or resolve it.
Well, it's either that or we enter by force.
Let's start with talking. Bluto sent us.
A big bang as something heavy thuds into place behind the door.
Stop barricading the fucking.
Sounds like the pace has picked up, if anything.
Alright, fuck it. One of you guys kick this down.
Can I try and use heat metal on some of the bars? Yeah, or like, how are the bars locked? Is it like a padlock?
It's like wooden shutters, and there's like bar on the inside, and the irons. It's like an iron frame on some frosted glass. It's like a very patterned kind of Gothic style windows, I would say.
Okay, so I mean,
You've been able to heat the window for the frame holding the glass, but you still need to get past the wooden shutters holding them. Like shutters, glass, if that makes sense. Heat metal doesn't actually set on fire; it just starts melting metal. If I remember right, actually make anything.
Yeah, I mean, it heats up metal, and I mean, it's detailed as like a damage spell. So like either like the person holding it has to drop it, or they take like damage. But like, I suppose I could like focus it hard enough to try melt the metal.
Yeah, Goff, how badly do we want to get in?
I don't think we want to burn the place down. We just want to talk to the guy inside.
I can stop him barricading, but it might hurt him.
I was going to say we mentioned the bones.
Well, he's heard me mention Bluto. He didn't seem to flinch.
Mr. Van der Voort, we're just here to reclaim the bones. Just tell us where they are and we'll be on our way.
I don't know what you're messing with.
No, we do. That's precisely why we want them back.
Silence as you hear more furniture being scraped aside frantically.
I think we need to get in.
Yeah,
Sounds like the DC is increasing with each passing second.
Yep. Door or window?
Door.
Alright, I would like to apply a police force kick door to the door.
Athletics check for me, please.
I'd like to bardic inspiration him as well.
Certainly.
You can add a D6.
Alright, well, let's start with that.
I'll
great.
cast guidance before you do
Yeah,
so.
yeah, go for it.
Alright, so that's 14 so far.
So you can add a d6 and a d4.
That's
Buffs, baby.
apparently chose a
Guidance.
bad day for it. 18 total.
Your foot hammers against the door. You can hear it like whine and creak against the strain, and some splinters fly off, but the door does not give in.
Can I apply
Something
another one?
really heavy applies behind. It feels like it's behind this door.
Can I apply another rapid kick to it?
You can certainly try
seize
again.
the
Yep.
momentum?
Can
Don't
I
have too many bardic inspirations.
No,
can I
it's
see
fine.
can I see the hinges?
Yes.
Can I try and melt them off? Like I'll have like what do I have on me? Like I'll take something out of my bag like I don't know, like a shiny does anybody have some material that I could borrow?
Define material, please, Sterling. I'm
Like fabric.
I'll
Fabric.
toss him.
Without Chad.
I'll toss him one of the common clothing shirts I have.
Thank
From a
you.
bag.
I would like to
Because I've got loads.
douse a corner of the thingy in water from my flask, and
Your
then I
water
will
skin. Yep.
Yep, that's the one. And then I will proceed to use heat metal on the hinges, and you just get and I will get ready to dab out any of the wood that may like start to
You're
catch
basically like
fire.
you're trying to be a welder. You're just literally trying to weld the shit off. You certainly can. I would need you to roll damage for me though to see if the hinges give way.
Okay, hold on.
what with my rolls today?
What's it called? It's
I believe it's 2d8.
It's 2d8 up to a minute of concentration though.
Yep. Yep.
So
It's just a case of I want to see how long you want to be standing there, like literally welding this thing before, just in case some guards walk by or anything, seeing you break into this place.
I'm gonna put my hood up.
It will take you, I would say, 20 seconds to weld through these hinges.
Hold on one sec. So that would be like the 12 seconds.
Yep.
Sterling, you know mending after this, right?
Don't think you can mend that shit after you do this.
Sorry,
What? It's literally melting the metal.
There you go.
28. Still need another 6 seconds.
Yeah,
that's enough. So that's more than what I suggested, which is kind of funny.
Yep. That's fair.
But they do give away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 perception checks, patrol checks. There's going to be a GM roll. If you draw the attention.
Happen.
If you preferred it wouldn't happen, that's interesting.
Yeah, just send the
First
guards
one.
the other way. It'll be fine. They don't need to come here. It's fine.
Second one.
I'll start playing the red alert.
Stream. I didn't look.
The hinges fall off. No sounds of the town alarm or anything like that going off.
Pardon?
Yeah, but you don't hear any alarms raised by the guards or anything. So yeah, you
Okay.
catch the door.
As the door starts falling towards me, I catch it and lower it down to the floor so it doesn't make a big thud.
Right, I am going to have to pay for that, aren't I? Today's getting very expensive. Let's hope this is worth it. Can I just push through his promptu barricade?
You can try to. Quite athletics again. He seems to have stacked several coffins and a wardrobe against.
Coffins aren't
Jesus,
actually
how
that
do you
heavy.
do that so quickly?
He's had them. It
He's
seems
an
like you're
expert
in this
softener.
workshop bit, so there's a few of them around.
My rolls are going down by 2 every time.
You managed to get the coffins out of the way, no problem, but the wardrobe is posing to be quite difficult. You might need some help to shift that thing.
We need
Yeah,
Reza to take that
Heavy,
wardrobe.
some sort of heavy wood or something.
I will help push the wardrobe.
Do we see him at all, by the way?
He's cowering behind like a workbench.
But he's not trying to like run anywhere.
No, I imagine he's too old for that.
I can fucking bench press a coffin. I wouldn't put it past him.
It's his day job, though. He has to be used to.
Hey, old man strength is something not to laugh at.
Not a scary hobo strength.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, Iago's a fairly old man, and his strength apparently is failing this session. A linear decline.
All right, come on, strong boys, get this thing out the way.
Okay.
I'm not inspiring you. That's dispensing.
I will cast guidance on
Oh,
myself.
Oryx saying I give up all hope on you guys. I
will
Put you on your lifting belt.
Is it a new athletics check or?
It's an athletics check, yeah.
Could I keep watch
Give
while
me
this is going on
strength.
as well?
Hey, it's going. I've hit the
quite there.
bottom. It's now going up.
Do I need
Right there,
to
though.
roll anything?
If you want to do aiding or you trying to lift it yourself?
I mean, I assume we're both trying to lift it together, so like.
Yeah, you
like
can
we're
roll
moving
athletics in
out.
that case.
I need
Well-
pivot.
While that's going on, can I keep a lookout to see if anyone's watching?
That is enough to lift the wardrobe out the way.
Apparently not.
Oh, sorry, I was using that time. What did you say, sorry, Ben?
Can I perceive to see if anyone's watching?
Oh, you can, yes. You can look around the general vicinity.
Perceive.
It's a good thing that no one's looking.
Not a clue.
Are they? Yeah, no, they're not looking.
I actually have a perception one I can use.
Oh, really? Oh, hell yeah.
You're worse at perception than I am. No, it's not. If I rolled that, then I'll get a 0.
Let's see what I get.
Look at all those tickets.
Wow, look at the ravens in the sky. How beautiful.
Oric, you
It is very wet,
Sorry?
very cold, and very miserable.
He got a bit of mud on his new clothes.
Break through the front door, and you now have access to the coffin shop. This is where we'll pan back the rest of the group.
Well, as I'm walking with Arabelle towards the orphanage, a couple things.
I would like you to do a perception check for me.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You can't pinpoint what exactly is going on, but you hear some like heavy thudding noises coming down from. You're about here, getting ready to go to the entrance. You hear it coming down from the street.
Well, I know the Undertaker's over there, but I'm busy at the moment, and I'm not paying attention to it. Yeah. Sir Flint does sound pretty nice, though. Honestly, I say out loud towards Arabelle, who kind enough to call me that. Sir Flint, yes. I'm not going to let that go to my head at all.
It's Flint blushing when he says it at the thought of it.
Maybe taking a bit too seriously that a small child said Sir Flint. Maybe just a little bit. But yes, I will take Arabelle into the orphanage and take her to Madame Claudia Blasco.
Blasco, yes.
Yep.
Say I am sorry about this, but if it'd be okay if this one could stay here for a while.
We're going to need funding to. We can't keep taking children. We're already stretched as far as we can with resources. Would you be willing to partake a donation to the orphanage?
Then sort of
I believe a gold piece would be suffice. Otherwise, we won't have enough food for this little one.
Play it fine.
Well, he did say an indiscriminate amount of time, so she's been extra careful just in case he's doing a run at like many of the adults abandoning children here now.
That's fair. Whole piece, holy shit.
And you can see her like view of Flint is changing, like thinking you're abandoning your child here, trying to do a runner on this kid.
Can I notice that?
Yes, she's scowling. Yes, she's not making it very.
Oh,
she's not
right.
being very subtle about it. Let's say that.
As a note, this isn't my child. This is Arabelle.
That's what they always say.
Oh well, you can ask the child if I'm their parent.
Oh, this is my sir.
Exactly. Sir Flint.
Gives a very concerned look at you. Ushers the child in and puts a hand out for a donation.
Flint will enter into his pocket. And we'll pull out a gold piece.
Yep.
And say, I hope this will show that it's not my child. I believe it would be safer to keep her here, though, for the time being, until we can get her back home.
Very well.
And besides, I would like to show or speak to Felix, if that's okay.
Felix is in his tutoring class at the moment, trying to provide his children some sort of an education.
Well, that's what I'm here about, actually.
Well, I'll allow an exception.
Okay, thank you.
Just to remind you, she's not an it. She's a person. Storms off with Arabelle. And she gives you like a polite little wave. She's getting ushered inside. Points you to one of the living room where the makeshift classroom is in progress.
Well, I will get Felix's attention, or if there's
He'll run over and give you a hug on the leg.
Yep. Then we'll slightly, kneel down towards his sort of level. So, well, you may have noticed that I just brought in a girl by the name of Arabelle into the orphanage.
You're abandoning children as well?
I'm not abandoning children. Felix, this is the safest place for her at the time being. I'm not abandoning her, just like I'm not abandoning you to that end. I do have a gift for you. Okay.
He makes an excited gasp.
Now, I will reach and grab one of the books I got out of the portable hole, being the sort of wizard book.
Spell book, yeah.
Yep. And say, this book, I don't understand it too well, but I'm sure you can, being a very smart young boy. I mean, you've got such a hat, of course you can. I've heard people who are good at this sort of stuff wear hats like that. And this book, and I'll open it and show him through some of the pages, is about magic. So
magic is banned. I can get into a lot of trouble.
Well, that is why you learn this particular one, and Flint doesn't understand much, but recognizes one of them as being like invisibility. Well, this one can make you disappear. So the point is that you can. My child army.
It's a contingency plan.
Yep.
Flint dies, he has a child character he can now play.
Exactly, and you're not going to kill off a child character. But with this, I'd like you to look after it for me. Yeah. And make sure you keep all of the other children here safe, and the orphanage itself. Yep.
Okay. Do you hand him the book?
Yes.
Also, as a side note, for anyone that's interested in football, the Everton Spurs game is 4-3 currently.
Yeah, I'm following
Holy
it.
shit. Anyway, back to the game. Do you hand the book to him? What happens is, I know, immersion breaking. I apologize, but that just caught my eye. It just lit up my phone. I was like, "What the?"
At the back of this book as well is like past football scores.
If anyone would like to, I'm gonna reuse this, but it's a little animation I have prepped anyway for a different bit. So when he touches the book, the room lights up in bright blue.
Is he just cut out for anyone else?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Can you guys still hear me?
You're
There
back.
we go.
Yeah.
Wait, I have to get my notes ready.
I'm playing an animation of the stream now for you.
Oh. Man.
The Azurius are
4-0.
coming.
Sorry.
You thought I'd weaponize the child with this power?
The Azorius are coming. The Azorius are coming.
I couldn't get the ending of the animation done right. It was looked a bit weird, so it does cut abruptly, which is the only annoying
How
thing.
many children are there that I can weaponize in this one?
But all the kids in the room are clapping, thinking you just did a bit of magic. But Flint is very aware that this is not your magic. That's a fact here. It seems like this child has an affinity for magic in some shape and form. Usher him to hide the book outside.
Yeah. Felix?
Wow.
Yep. That was not what I was expecting.
It wasn't.
No. This is almost, it just shows that you are suitable to look after that book and the rest of the children here and keep them safe, yes? And the headmistress as well.
I promise.
Good. Good boy. All right. Now, make sure to keep it safe, though.
I will.
Don't tell anyone else at the orphanage about
He
that.
He's wearing a massive hat that's too big for him, and he just puts it in the cavity above his head.
Genius. And I will. Right, good. Go. You can go back to your lesson now. And I will find Madame Blasco again, wherever she is. Just once again specify, it can't be my child. I didn't come in with a child. It can't be my child.
Try to slink out conspicuously, try not to draw attention to yourself.
It's not mine. I'll be back to prove it, probably, somehow.
So as you leave the orphanage, Felix is waving at you.
I'll wave.
Getting a bye-bye kind of thing. And come up to the street. Group approaches you, which is the shopping group.
Well, as Flint leaves the building, it's more just like a sigh of relief and putting his hands on his legs, just breathing quite deeply.
Too much socializing for Flint to be comfortable, even if they are his children.
Yeah, and he's abandoned a child apparently, so that's good.
Hey, Flint.
Hello. Yes. Hello. Well, Arabelle is safe and secure in the orphanage.
Awesome.
I've got my best man looking after her.
Your best man?
Well, technically he's a child, but
getting married?
Your best child? Flint, you can decide what to do in your own time, but I hope Arabelle's safe.
Well, I imagine well, considering the town's going to burn down in a few days, probably not, but yeah, that's probably something best to discuss later when everyone's around.
Probably. Sophia looks very nervous.
Right. But don't worry, particularly Rayla. You know, you seemingly were somewhat attached to Arabelle. Maybe, I don't know, you could go shopping, but yes. Or even had to pay for it.
You had to pay for what?
Apparently, there is a problem with parents coming to the orphanage and dumping their kids there.
But we're only leaving Arabelle here for a short time. They made you pay for that? Not a very charitable orphanage, is it?
I'm sure it will only be a short time, yeah. Although maybe she will stay here for a little while anyway, to, But
Is Auric at the orphanage now? I'm not asking that to Flint, but just in general. Is Auric at the orphanage?
No, I'm at
No,
the,
we've just
the
got a solid
Makers.
door, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
I'm gonna say at this point you guys do hear someone appears to be moving very heavy furniture down the other way, and it's echoing down the street.
Don't know what
Here's
that
some
is.
swearing and
Pivot, you useless fucking robot.
no to you, not to me.
Come on, Flint. Yegov, pick up the slack.
Did you just call me Flint?
slacking? Yes.
When we
you
put this
act
thing
like-
down.
Roll initiative.
You're acting like him. Stop
Those are some lovely
slacking.
ravens up in the sky. Wow.
When have I been slacking?
Come on, you self-serving piece of shit. Stop emulating Sophia and fucking move! You're as strong as Auric. Get on with it.
I think we should probably head over to see whatever that
To
is.
me. To you.
Pushing it.
Out in front of this, well, I don't know what to call it. Coffin shop, undertakers. Let's go coffin maker shop.
Undertaker's
Let's call
for
it
the
that.
guys in the ground. I don't think a coffin shop sounds right either.
Let's say coffin maker shop. The man cowering on the floor. The doorway is clear. Ben,
It's an imbecile and a robot holding a
the group approaching catches you off guard, and you believe it's guards approaching.
Sorry?
Because your perception was a 1, you believe the rest of the party that's coming towards you are guards on their way, and they're coming to get you.
Shit, guards, get inside, get inside.
Well, if this fucking useless teapot would move, it'd be in by now.
I think I need to
Well,
talk to the captain.
at least this teapot is more useful than you at the moment. Now lift it.
The sound of footsteps come closer, Ben.
Quick.
I'm gonna help them.
Hang off. Put this in front of the door.
What
Yeah,
door?
so basically we're rebarricading him back up once we're through.
You can do an athletics check to try and help them out.
Oh hell yeah, I'm good at those.
He's gonna get a natural 20 now. He's just like
Let's see if
Right.
panic is
Shift
Yeah.
his
forcing
arms
him.
into like shift so his upper body's like really. It looks really strong. It doesn't change his actual strength, but he looks strong, and he doesn't do very much.
makes things more difficult. One of the coffins you managed to move, Oryx like moving some bits in a weird angle, and another coffin falls over and blocks the doorway even more.
Oh, look what you two
Yeah,
did.
that's the point. We're already on the inside, and now we're trying to barricade it back up. Good job.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
job,
yeah.
Oryx's still outside though. He's trying to get in, and you barricading him out.
Okay, yeah, no, that. Okay, you keep them distracted. Good job. Okay, now we're in here. Yeah, go.
Wait, am I still outside?
Yep.
Fuck, I'm dancing around the
confusion
corner
is
then.
still outside.
Guards are approaching me in my mind.
I need you to
That's around
do
the corner.
a stealth check.
Yeah,
With disadvantage because you're panicked.
fuck's sake. As
Sterling.
I'm running with my hood up,
Yes?
I'm going to shift into someone else as well.
we need him more than anyone else. You know that, right?
What is my stealth? I don't have to do this very often, Jesus.
Yes.
Gotta say.
Also, if guards are coming round the
not
corner,
great.
we should probably stop him from
Actually, it's
shouting.
not that bad.
Yeah, I
And
don't see you.
I point over to the Undertaker guy, person theme, what's called, whatever his face is.
So what you guys see, the rest of the party, as you come down the street, is a very sheepishly looking Auric hiding
I
behind
changed how I look.
a wooden crate. He is still currently halfway transforming. He is half Auric faced, half Flint faced, because he had
Oh my God.
panicked. He had no idea who to
Yeah.
be. And he's trying to hide, but you can clearly see that his back of his cloak just sticking out of the back of this box.
Don't worry. Technically, he rolled higher than my passive perception.
Yes.
I don't notice him. I'm
Flint
looking at
has
the door.
no idea what's going on.
They said the Undertakers, right? This is.
Do I recognize it's them now?
No, you still think it's guards.
Very Flint sounding guard.
The perception of one is still at play.
Meanwhile, Sterling and I still shouting at each other from inside the building.
We should probably cover his mouth so he can't signal the guards.
And I will like go over to the guy and try cover his mouth.
He doesn't resist.
Well, that's a nice change of pace.
I don't remove my hand, but I slightly I slightly ease up, knowing that he's like not trying to resist. Like I don't want to hurt him, but I just want to make sure
He
that
goes into a fetal position, trying to cover his head in particular.
Okay, that's good. You stay like that.
A little bit of urine just leaks from the trouser leg.
Sterling, can you stop making people urinate, please? It's a little bit unseemly and a bit worrying around this point.
Max, did any of them see me dash behind? Is that passive perception?
They have good passive perception, that group.
Do they?
Definitely not Flint. Definitely not Flint, no.
So and they're actively looking for you. So they'd be.
I still think it's guards, so I'm hiding from the corner.
Would I, or would any one of us, though, maybe if we didn't even notice Auric, notice the quite noisy interior?
Oh yeah, there's a big commotion going on.
And we didn't hear any of them.
it's now silent though.
You see a door is just laid on the floor with its hinges melted off. Various different coffins and what appears to be a wardrobe blocking the doorway.
You know,
seems a bit peculiar.
Rayla and Sophia, I think we can disagree on many different things. But I think we might be able to agree on that we shouldn't leave the other three on their own. Because when they were with Bluto, I don't know, such a mess was made, and this was probably them. But I don't know.
Auric does a quick glance over the box edge, and he sees that these shadowed figures are investigating the door on the floor.
Yeah. What would Ben do if this was actual guards? Hold on.
Darkness and run.
I think in this case, I'm just gonna continue hiding unless I get seen, I guess. As far as I know.
Am I right in thinking that Rayla and Sophia have a passive perception of 13 or better?
Yes.
Thought that one of you at least definitely have it.
I have passive perception of 15.
Oh, you definitely see him.
I'm so sneaky.
Oh, there's a wardrobe in the way.
They don't see anything.
Why is there a wardrobe in the way? Can I knock on the wardrobe if that's the main door now, or is this door actually up?
You can certainly knock on the wardrobe. I don't know how the individuals inside would react because they can't see you through it.
Yeah, I know. Knock on the wardrobe.
Guiding bolt through the wardrobe erupts.
I stay silent, and I've still got my hand covering the mouth of whatever his face is called.
You know that position everyone
Leave
stands in
anyway.
when they're trying to not make a sound? Like
Yeah.
their knees bent, arms wide. Yegov's just standing like that.
It's very difficult to do in plate mail.
No, it's not. It's plate mail. It's perfectly maneuverable. It's just really loud.
Yeah, it's just very, very loud. Yep.
You can like clang.
Wait, but I can see Auric.
Yeah,
You can see Auric, yeah. His butt is sticking from
anyway.
behind a box.
I'm so good at hiding.
Like, wait, how exactly do I see him?
They'll never see me.
It's like a box literally right next to this bit of building. It's like a real. If you were to, if that was a fellow assassin, you'd be sorely disappointed.
Can I
Shameful display of trying to hide.
Can I go behind the box and just like crouch down next to Auric?
Are you doing it in a stealthy manner?
Yeah, I wanna.
How
I
do you-
don't want
yeah.
anyone else to see me go to him. So I'm happy to roll a
Just gonna
stealth check.
assassinate. Go for it.
Yeah, in fact, I just want to like stealth. I don't even want Auric to know I'm there.
Okay, go for it.
I just want to like be sort of like crouched down, like kind of, you know,
On
like
the opposite
knees
side of the
up,
box.
like right behind him,
Yeah.
like a
In a
creepy
cartoon.
anime character.
It's like that
In a cartoon,
little.
you said it. She was like,
What's
"So what are we hiding from?"
Yeah,
It's like the
literally,
kids
that's
hiding
what I
from the
wanted to say.
Velociraptor, just trying to hide.
Oh, I hope you roll low.
Nat
I
20. Nat 20.
Oh
Fuck.
boy. Auric peeks up above the box again. 3 guards have become 2. Panic sets in as he thinks one of the guards has run off to signal the town alarms.
So am I just like behind Auric? with
You're
my
just
knees up,
hiding.
sat
Yeah,
down?
you just hear him on the side going on the box going fuck, 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 fuck.
So what are we hiding from?
Jesus
I'll say that right into Auric's like ear, like just behind him, like super excited by this because Rayla loves to be sneaky.
She's not very good at it, but she
No.
likes to be sneaky.
Oh, she's great at being
she's
sneaky. She's
very
can't
good at
contain
it.
her excitement.
What you see is Flint jump with surprise. Because Max and I shifted into Flint.
Oh, can the Spider-Man moment happen?
Auric, yeah, he's very scared. What would he do? I feel like he would do something.
Like
You
just
now
shouts
know it's Rayla.
unintelligible crap.
All right.
Doesn't look, he's not a
that-
spell like a proper DPS spellcaster,
you?
just throws fireball at you.
Or panting, staring at you. Probably like clutching a dagger, but it's in horrible form. Like this wouldn't hurt anyone the way he's clutching it.
That's not how you hold a dagger.
Call that a knife.
You call that a knife? This is
Whip out
this
one
is
of
a
your
knife.
katanas.
Oh, I thought you were a god.
Why do you look like Flint?
Wait, do I look like? Oh, jeez. Hold on. I start shifting back into himself. I sometimes when changelings get surprised, we shift, and apparently that's the first thing that I thought of. So.
Oh, Rayla
Shut
just
up.
smiles at that.
I'm thinking that's either because Flint will protect me because I'm panicking, or Flint panics a lot.
Who's so much likely to get into trouble and be reasonably blamed for it?
I don't think
There's,
so.
It's not Flint though, fine.
there's something I wanted to ask you at the orphanage, but you weren't there.
As his form is slowly shifting back into regular,
Regain your
brushing himself off
composure.
and getting up. Yes, Rayla.
Do you think when we go to a fancy dinner party and we see that lady, I've forgotten her name again. Must remember that before the dinner party.
Lady Watcher.
Lady Watcher? Ah, yes.
Yep.
There we go. It just magically came back to me like a voice rang in my ears.
You are
On the
strange.
tip of the
Yes.
tongue.
Do you think you could turn into her and for Arabelle, see if maybe she's the fancy woman from the vision?
I haven't seen her before, have I, Max?
You saw her
Lady
at the
Watcher.
festival.
Well, Lady Watcher.
Oh,
Yeah, she was at the festival.
But did he know
The
that was Lady
Rictarius play.
Watcher?
You
did I-
recognize her as a lady that was with the two, the Watcher brothers. So you would
Can I do
make
it? Can I
the
do,
educated guess that that is Lady Watcher from what you know.
Okay, I'll. He doesn't want to shift again because he's slightly embarrassed. He'll do minor illusion and make her face pop up.
Definitely not the
but-
same appearance though. The different hair colors are. It has
believe this
graying
is-
hair.
Okay. Well, he doesn't know that. I believe this is an exact look of her.
What does he look like her but with green hair right now? Did you say
Green?
No,
Oh,
no.
frick, I don't know. I heard it
Lady
wrong.
Watcher has grey hair. What the person you've seen that you assume is Lady Watcher? She wouldn't fit the match of like slick black hair. That's very well kept.
Oh. Never mind. I forgot what color hair she has. And Rayla walks off.
you think they're gone?
I'm knocking
Does Rayla walk back over to
Sophia.
to us?
Yeah, I'll walk back over to Flynn and Sophia and be like, Oryx hiding behind a box over there.
Where'd you come from?
What the guys inside
Behind
see
the
is they see shadows going past the frosted windows, going by. Looks like they're patrolling the doorway, inspecting.
On the other hand, do we hear Rayla say this? Because if we hear that it's
You,
Rayla,
you guys put a bunch of furniture in there. I mean, you can do a perception check to see.
yeah, I
Rick,
will.
Sure.
What are you doing behind the box?
I'll do one as well.
I thought you guys were guards, and Rayla, please stop making me jump. This
I got
is
I
my
got
nicest
17.
pair of clothes, and it's the second time you've done this. And
You guys can you can ascertain that it is the voice of Rayla outside.
She's ruined your clothes before.
Can I
the guards.
can I
Rayla's
do a
brought the guards.
smell check, please?
No, I think it's
Certainly
just
can.
Rayla out there. Maybe
You'll
she's
probably
back from shopping.
hear a
was-
very whiny Auric as well. Just Rayla, come on.
You made me piss my pants.
Can I smell the rest of the team in the?
You can, yes, and
Small elite
the,
team.
the unfortunately ever familiar smell of urine as well.
No.
Can I Eldritch
No,
Blast?
he does not.
Don't, it's not you. Don't worry. It's Henrik.
Oh, okay.
What kind of?
Can I roll Eldritch Blast the door, please?
Oh,
There is
you
no
certainly
shorts
can.
of wardrobe.
Roll to attack.
17 to hit.
So that door on the ground
yeah, the door
fucking
on the ground.
detonates.
Is it the door or the furniture in the way you're blasting?
The doorway.
I'm happy. Flynn
Oh,
definitely notices.
I need both Sterling and Yegov to make a Dex save to try and avoid the explosion of debris that's coming their way. I know you two guys love Dex saves with that heavy arm of yours.
I think we might be the worst D&D players ever.
Oh no!
Oh.
Auric, how did it come to this?
Joel.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll 2d4s for me. They both take 2d4 damage based on what you roll.
Well,
From the
looks like
splinters and debris blasting in their direction.
I hit a 1. Okay. One of them was a 1. I'll take that.
Okay, so I take 1 point of damage. Nice.
How come only one?
A heavily armored feat, baby.
Yeah.
That means I lose my one temporary
He's a
hit
bad
point from
barbarian
last
now.
session. I took that at like level 1, just to be clear.
I know. That's why you're so desperate to get plate mail.
Right, so I've taken my one temporary hit.
A fun thing happens. The debris that shot past and plastered you turn and come back to strike you again.
What?
I need you to roll another 2d4 for Yegov.
What?
As the plate mail starts to
Oh my God.
reverberate.
Wait, what?
5 points of damage, so the armor's cursed, like returning or something.
May or may not be
was that to hit
blessed with the
both of
power
us?
of missile attraction, yes?
Was that to hit both of us or just?
No, just Yegov.
Okay.
So as I'm standing there with like projectiles in my back.
Soon, Adam's going to take more damage from friendly
Do they see who's outside now rather than questioning
Well,
it?
Sterling,
dust settles,
Yes?
and
can
group
you
of shadowy
remove
figures
curse
are
on
in
me,
there.
please?
I can, but no promises that it won't remove the good parts of
Flynn's
the
quite
plate
happy.
mail as well.
At this point, can I like pick him up and like hold him by the scruff? Because
It feels like every session Yegov's part of is like, I need remove curse again. More remove curses, please.
so at this point, when the dust settles, you can see me holding Sterling. A guy's on the floor, pissed himself, and I've got like debris
Very
in the back
cinematic
of
as
my
they
armor.
emerge from the darkness into the light of the room kind of thing.
A very panicked Flynn because the Eldritch Blast was cast right next to him. The wardrobe
Covering
was-
your ears from the explosion. Oh,
Yeah,
I
both
didn't
of
like
our
to make
ears
another
are ringing,
gem
by
roll.
the way.
That was very loud, that happened.
Oh god.
You know,
Can I look,
know
can I
it
look
wasn't
around
before,
again?
Sophia,
You're okay.
but the
You're
principal
okay.
still stands.
No, there's no alarms and no footsteps from down the street or anything.
We've gotten really lucky. I was gonna say.
And the party is all together. Finally.
Right.
Guys, why are you
Sterling, I
mucking
think
around in there? We've got stuff to do.
Hang on one second. I'm gonna throw an unlit torch at Sophia.
It turns and bends back towards you.
Can I catch that?
You can certainly make a deck save to try and catch it, yeah.
Sure, why not?
You're going to use
This
his armor
guy-
as you catch it.
Oh,
You're going to
yes,
use it
that's
as like a makeshift boomerang weapon.
Sterling, right now use remove
Just be
curse.
sure you catch whatever's returning towards you, especially if you're going to start using javelins at it.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Just
use
right
remove
now.
curse.
Before I start murdering everyone in the vicinity.
Are you sure you want to use remove curse?
It should turn it into a mundane item, right?
Because, well, I specifically said something about this armor. That when he was doing the identification, that if you were to remove the magical properties, something bad, he had an ominous feeling that something bad would happen.
I sighed deeply, like.
I
Sterling, can
think
you
you
cast
should
like?
do it.
Oh, Craig followed.
One
Thank you, man.
1 second, Sterling.
Hey, Craig.
Auric, do you know the spell identify?
Apparently not. I thought I did.
You know, there
What's
is.
the AC of a torch? Out of curiosity.
What?
What's the AC of a torch?
AC of a torch?
Yes, because I'm going to crush it in my grip.
This was an interesting, interesting thing.
I'll say it's a stationary object, so AC is 5. Oh, no, 0. AC is 0. Basically, don't roll in that one. It's like a door. You can't really miss a door.
You know,
I'm pretty sure like specific items like specific materials have different
18, right?
ACs.
So I'm gonna roll damage on torch. Oh wait, it's just 4 damage.
It's not.
It snaps and crumbles to dust in your hands.
You know, Yegov, I'm restraining myself, but I think you know what I want to say to you in this moment, but I'm not going to say it.
I appreciate that, Flint.
I think you should remove the curse.
Wood has an AC of 15.
You rolled a 24.
And before you say anything else, Flint, Sterling made the old man piss himself.
At least it wasn't on my bed this time.
The bed can be replaced.
Anyway, how does every time you go to talk to someone, it ends seemingly in the same way?
Well, we haven't exactly started yet.
I'm
Let's
terrified
alone
to see how it ends if this is how it starts.
This was us getting through the door.
It's not even a
Richie,
door.
wrap it.
It's not even a wardrobe anymore.
Cast Eldritch
This
Blast.
guy said, I know this isn't a door, Sophia, but the principle still stands.
I knew they were in there. They were wondering that they were like walking around wasting time. We've got shit to do.
But we could have.
So if
knocked
you
on
knew
the
we were
door.
in here, why did you
Could have
blast
moved.
it open?
And I
It
was
was a door.
next to the thing. It's
I
not
need
a
that
I
as an
thought-
emote.
I thought
need
you were
that
struggling
emote
to
as
get
an
out.
emote for this campaign. I need 2 emotes, Ben. I need like word art stuff, or literally just like very punny, and another one saying remove curse.
Do the remove curse. I want to see what happens, please.
Just do
Can one of you talk to the gentleman while I try to control my rage? I'm going to sit down outside now. And like whether or not they move out the way, I just barge through the door.
You just bundle people out the way as you clank out outside the building.
I'll follow suit because that's what I think I'm meant to do.
He doesn't know how to deal with a social interaction, so it's like, oh, come move.
Alright, what was this guy's name? I've forgotten. Hold on, let me check my notes.
Van de Voet.
Heinrich van.
Hello, Heinrich.
Can I get Sterling to identify now that we've identified like one of the magic properties for this bullshit?
I'll enter the building with Auric as well.
Yeah. Shall I'll sit down and
I
cast
asked
identify
Max, but
as a ritual.
I wanted Max to give me an affirmative or not.
What are we doing?
Could I get a Sterling to do another identify? Now that we know one of the properties.
Yes.
Thank
So
fuck.
Please, for the love of God, roll
use
another nat one.
identify as a ritual.
Please. Can.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
If he rolls another written that one, I'm going to kick him in the head, and then he's going to cast Remove Curse, regardless of what happens.
What check is this?
Yes.
Is identify? I'm going to make you do an Arcana check.
I couldn't remember if it was Arcana or
I'm not giving you inspiration for this roll on that one, bitch.
Yeah. Oh. That'd be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Sam, please, I'm begging you.
By the way, on this armor, I think the highest is rolled on an identify check is 7. And he's done it 4 times now.
Say just go for it.
I ask nothing for this campaign, and all I get is curses.
Just out of curiosity, I want to
no,
see
wait,
what
I've
my
got this
next. Just out of curiosity, I want to see if I can figure it out again. Like, see what my next roll would. Yep, there we go.
Typical. Yeah, that would be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole campaign's been taking the piss, man.
What do you expect? Is one of magical items from Strahd's magic carriage?
Hey, mine was fine. My flowers are lovely.
You didn't get it? Well, yeah, but it was such a minor item. He thought it does nothing. He thought it's like, oh, hey, I have a magic staff. It does nothing.
Oh yeah, well when he gets pricked by a rose,
something.
he'll be upset.
At least everyone gets stuff they could use.
You can use this armor. You can use plate armor. You can't afford plate armor otherwise.
Can I exchange it for a mundane set, please?
You can reverse. Do it. Do it.
We give it as a gift to the Burgomaster.
Well, if you had any ranged characters, you wouldn't be missing, that's for sure.
I'm wondering if it's just like thrown weapons and like arrows and whatnot, or magic.
Yeah. So what am I doing?
Let's say it's missiles. Open to interpretation in that regards.
Okay. Magic missiles, that's definitely one of
them. That might affect magic missile, which is rare.
I mean, I'll just aim it at Yegov anyway. So.
Yegov, if it makes you feel less annoyed, you can eat one. You can drink one of my mushroom potions while the curse gets removed.
Auric, I will slay you where you stand.
So, would you like me to use remove curse on this item or not?
Sure. Alright, come over here. Come stand next to me while this happens. So if I explode,
I'll do it. Fuck it. Yeah, why not?
Hold his hand.
Hey Henrik, you sit the fuck down and don't move.
He just cowers, is hiding next to a wall. Yeah, you can do an intimidation. You just viciously lash out against him.
We've got more important things to do. Don't you fucking move. Yeah, that's right. Stay right there.
Terrified. Oh, I can use. Oh, you get your new crit animation. Where are you?
I don't know if Auric's enjoying this or if Ben is.
Why must I suffer?
He is fucking terrified of you. You are the second coming of the devil.
I'll make a little Strahd face because I've seen what he looks like now.
Yeah, you can. He fucking cowers. It's just like the room starts to have a very pungent smell.
Why does this keep happening to rooms I end up going into?
I'm gonna stand next to Yegov. Fuck it.
So I want confirmation. Are you casting Remove Curse?
If this kills Yakov, like I ain't even mad. He ain't coming back.
Again.
It's like worth it.
This man has
might have better luck at a second life. Sorry, third life. Yeah, I was gonna say. Sam, are you doing it?
I don't even know what to expect.
If you ask me to do it,
just do it. I mean, what's the worst? The worst that happens is we all get entertained.
Yeah.
As I implode.
Don't worry, you don't die.
Oh.
as the armor starts to reverberate louder and louder as the remove curse starts to take hold.
It just disintegrates, doesn't it?
Yeah, it disintegrates. I really hope you wear. And are you wearing something underneath it?
Yeah, I wear my regular clothing.
Oh, there we go. You're just in your regular clothing right now. And everyone in the group can see a visibly disappointed look on Yakov. As the shiny gold, like shiny silver armor just crumbles to dust around him.
Well, that was not supposed to happen.
No, dare I say it wasn't. Sterling, how much gold have you got on you?
I have some gold.
At this moment, Sophia takes a bag of 15 gold and throws it to Yegov.
Thank the gods for small mercies. Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you.
Sophia, did you not get the dresses?
I find it's better not to ask questions at this point. Everything I question tends to end in ruin.
Your camera's frozen, by the way, Max.
Was it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's just holding that pose.
Yeah.
Sterling, how much gold have you got on you?
I have some gold.
I need a number once in a while. Just once, I need a straight answer from you.
It's
about
Thank you. 30 gold.
Oh, good.
Let's go buy some chainmail.
He's the poorest one in the pie right now.
What happened to your old set?
I didn't like giving up that one gold pen.
What did happen to Max? What happened to my old set of armor?
It's still in the room. You never got rid of it.
Huh. You know what? Let's go get my chainmail back. I'm quite tired.
Should we not finish over here first? We still haven't questioned him, which is what we came to do.
Oh, you know what? Didn't you sell that chainmail? You had to persuade him to buy it at regular price because the links were like all fused from the lightning damage you suffered.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So
yeah, I thought you sold it. Yeah.
What's the? Let's go to the blacksmith because I don't have.
If you're buying the same set, it'll probably still be there, knowing this tower.
If you guys want to do that, I can handle this man here.
That would be nice.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Are you sure you don't need some help?
Look at him.
They don't need help from us.
Well, yeah. Flint's perusing the coffins at the moment.
Oh, actually, Diego, before you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whisper to Diego. Can you do your paladin thing?
Can I do my what?
Your paladin thing.
Oh right, yeah. I'm gonna use detect. Divine sense. Just
like Ben asked earlier, you can't do it through walls and stuff, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna go back in the room and do it.
You don't get any things in any particular off this guy.
He's as mundane as they come.
I don't know if I'm disappointed or happy. Okay.
I'm thinking the same about my armor right now.
I was expecting more, I'll be honest.
Honest. No, never mind.
I've also, I don't actually know what I expected, but around this point, I'm not even surprised anymore. I think I expected it to like implode on me because it's just Barovia, and instead it just kind of faded into disappointment.
Well, it's from that guy, isn't it? So I thought it'd be, something funnier at least.
Yeah, I was expecting it to kill me.
Maybe that's entirely the point. You expected more, and the disappointment would make it more funny.
Well, maybe the armor didn't kill you, but if we did that and didn't have quick access to getting more armor, it would leave you very exposed.
Just be careful with the zoom because it seems to be clipping a little bit.
Most certainly have killed you.
Let's just go and buy me some armor.
Sometimes I can see it out. Okay, yeah, some of the fog of war disappears when it probably shouldn't be.
Oh, really?
Oh, wait, is this the workshop?
Well,
that's the workshop you're in, yeah.
Oh, God, it's all... Okay, I'm going to refresh the page.
As me and Yegov start walking away, I'm like, do you reckon he will be able to fix his own door? He seems like a handy guy.
Probably. I wonder how much splint mail costs these days.
How much does flint mail cost, though, is a real question.
Nothing. It's worthless.
At least he's picked up cursed items from a known vampire who imprisoned us all.
At least he's dealt. At least flint mail can't hurt anyone.
I've done more damage than you.
No, you haven't.
I have.
Flint total. Oh, yeah. Well done. Good boy.
Actual
Finally become
plate armor is 1,500 gold.
Yeah, I said splint.
Oh, splint 200. 200.
I wonder if I can get it for 80.
Ooh, we might need the Lady Sophia for that. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll end.
Sorry, we'll do what?
We'll end the session there for today since it's 20 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do is at the start of the next session, I'll make it. So start next session, we'll do the shopping bit with Jacob real quick.
And me.
And him and Sterling's going to try and barter some sort of armor. And we'll carry on exploring the coffin and maker's shop.
Hell yeah.
I don't know about anyone else, but if you can see in the D&D chat, that's what mine tends to look like at the moment.
Oh, what the?
Let's have a look. I know the map has been a bit buggy.
Mine
might have to zoom.
I wanna. This is impressive, honestly.
Oh, mine was stuck on the map of Barovia for the map of
Whoa.
I don't want to see what I'm.
Okay.
That is trippy.
No,
What?
mine just looks
See, mine's fine.
normal.
Yeah, I've just refreshed and mine's fine
Also,
now. But
I was not
Bring it
seeing a
back,
lot
hold on.
of like the bits that you got to see.
Nathan, what app are you using to view this?
I'm on Chrome.
Doesn't look like Chrome. This is what I was asking.
Well, it is Chrome.
That's very weird.
That is trippy. It's like it's clipping.
So,
rapidly up
this
there.
very interesting coffin shop we've got here.
Yeah, totally no coffins in there. Is it still bad for you even after your refresh?
Yeah, well, I've refreshed it before, but I'll do it again. But it's
If it doesn't work, what I'll do is there's no secret rooms or anything like that, so I'm fine if it bugs out a little bit. So as long as the reveal thing works, it's a-okay. For this week, did run a little bit over, which is fine because that was hilarious. What was going on? Yeah, we'll try and do some bartering and stuff next.
So
sounds good.
that is the question. Actually, how many soldiers are there? I mean, children in the orphanage. Just as
Soldiers. There's one soldier.
You mean
so far.
sacrifices?
Sacrifices, plenty.
Felix.
You mean future pie fillings?
Future pie fillings. That's what we're looking for.
I
Yeah.
mean, that is still a quest you guys have active. Still an active quest.
No. Oh yeah, we're running out of time for that.
We have not got much time at all, and we would like to survive.
Or would you like me to consult the timeline?
Would we really?
Don't worry.
the
Next
worst case
session, we're going to
happens, we
deal
get
with
out of Barovia.
Van Devort, whatever his name is. We're going to go to the tower. We're going to deal with the
So,
hags.
Right, we're on day 8. Day 10 is the festival, and day 18 is when we need to be back with the hags.
Ah, we're
Fun
fine.
fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Next
Yes.
session of Curse of Strahd, be prepared to level up.
Ooh.
In the middle or
In the middle.
okay.
Ooh.
Have a
Right.
look. See what you fancy.
Well,
And
actually,
like I said, a TPK could still happen.
could I kill off Flint so I can play my new 20 wizard?
Yeah,
You
God,
can-
it's going to fucking kill everyone.
It's got to turn on the party just to get you guys to bloody
You
PvP.
don't really get anything for level 6, do you?
Some have class features.
6, I just clocked on, so I thought we were going to be level 5.
I think you get access to new invocations at 6.
Yeah. I get new spells.
Because some are level 6 and higher, if I remember right.
Fair
I
enough.
give a bonus to people whose saving throws when
Anyway.
they're around me.
Okay.
Thanks, Max.
No worries, guys. I hope you had a good
Has anyone
session.
got a spare 120 gold?
Don't forget
No.
to like, comment, and subscribe.
Might have to do some selling.
I think Oric's actually the poorest person in the party right now.
Technically, I'm the poorest and the richest at the same time.
Yeah. I've got 9 gold. I don't even know how that happened.
You bought a lot of
Do I have, like-
herbalism supplies.
True.
Do I have like a health potion I can sell?
9 gold what, Auric?
4 silver.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Just.
I would have had 5 silver, but I gave Danica an extra silver piece to shut the fuck up.
I mean, you have an easy way to get income. You do have the remnants of Chad you can still sell.
Oh no, Chad.
Oh no.
No, bruh, no.
No, bruh, don't sell me, bruh.
Don't sell Chad, bruh.
You might get smelted down and used to make actual swords that are actually going to be used for fighting and shit they're supposed to be used for, bruh.
Chad would never
Chad's
work
not
around
okay with that.
Have you guys
It's
tried
not
to talk it out,
cool.
bruh? Alex, bruh,
I mean,
no.
did we establish that Chad was definitely not in there anymore?
We didn't. No one ever checked.
You don't know if he's gone or not, but he's definitely not animated anymore.
Yeah. But like, if someone else attunes to him, he might still be there.
Maybe.
Exactly. So.
Certainly going to
We'll
be
be
the hero
happy
of the
to know.
people and persuade Jacob not to sell Chads.
Imagine if they smelt Chad down into 2 daggers, and then you've got 2
would that
daggers.
class as murder since you're killing a sentient weapon that way?
Fucked up. Anyway, Adam, you'll be happy to know when we level up, I think I get access to identify.
Thank fuck. Spellcaster.
Wait, what
You
are
have
those?
plenty of. You have 4 of them.
Yeah. Oh, what? So far, one's used a glorified doorbell.
Excuse me. The doorbell
entry
did
system.
ring. It did ring.
And
It might have been in your ears. It might have been in your ears, but it was still ringing.
I
In
don't
your back
want.
and in your front.
I don't want like freaking Flint syndrome.
What's Flint syndrome?
It's
What
like
is that?
tinnitus, but in D&D.
Oh, no, that's Nathan syndrome.
Don't worry, Nathan's got that covered.
Yeah.
But just wait until he uses certain stuff. Yeah, guys, I'm going to call it quits there. I'm going to play some music to stream. I'm hope to get the VOD up in like 2 days' time, maybe Sunday. I just had a really bad news. I've not been given the green light to play Kaka in Icewind Dale.
No.
Upsetting, but
That
makes complete sense though. To be fair, Kaka would not even be alive. He wouldn't survive the environment.
It's fine.
How on
It's
earth would he
fine.
get past level 1?
I am very happy to run another one-shot called The Return of Kaka. It'll be fine. We've
Just
got
be
this.
the Chronicles
I need
of
to ask an
Kaka.
important question then, Max. Who are you running then?
I don't know. So there might be a stream.
Character creation stream again.
Maybe Friday night. I think Hannah has a Skype with her friends kind of thing. Might pop on.
Okay.
Either way, but worst case, I'll pencil in some ideas. I've got a couple classes I want to have a look at. So definitely
Let me
avoiding
know, 'cause
cleric. I might try and redo my whip fighter that I tried for Storm King's Thunder, but actually come up with a backstory this time.
Good
An
idea.
actual character.
Yeah, Angrass mechanically was really cool. It's just he had absolutely zero backstory. He was like, I'm a
I'm a guy.
mercenary.
I like
Arr.
whips.
Yeah, basically that was it, yeah. Like, I
Just
made the
like-
character really mechanically interesting, but not actually RP interesting, which is... I'd rather have RP interesting or be a shit character.
Yeah. I've worked with Anna quite a bit
Tovik,
for
in a nutshell.
Tyrion.
Yeah, but
Very
I might
interesting
make
things with
a
Tyrion.
Way of the Mercy Monk.
And callback, you know.
Wait, the Mercy Monk. Do it. Do it.
Yeah,
Show
I'm
me what I'm
tempted.
missing out on.
It's on my shortlist. It is on my...
I
Absolutely.
assume
do it.
after One Division, though.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Right, I'm going to bounce. I'm going to make myself some food before it goes.
And
Probably.
I shall
Thanks,
also
Max.
be
Bye,
right
Max.
back. Be back.
Bye,
Stay
Max,
for more
thank
stuff.
you.
Actually, I'm not sure if I should be thanking you at this point.
You don't know. There might be some rewards down the line.
There-
Ooh.
I'll get to the level. You get into the level threshold where you can start hitting better magical items. Let's just say that.
With bigger How about any at all that aren't cursed?
Can't get
There's
better.
plenty
I
of
know it's called
non-cursed
Curse
items in
of
the group.
I know it's called Curse of Strahd, but this is taking the piss.
Strahd's sole objective is to troll you guys. I can't help it that he just gives you nice items with drawbacks.
No, he doesn't. He's been
No, he
completely
doesn't.
wonderful to me.
No, exactly.
Has he?
So far, so far.
He's only met
Okay,
you once.
I am gonna head off. I will catch you guys later.
See
Thank
ya.
you for the session,
In a bit,
Max.
guys.
Yeah.
I'm
Bye.
gonna
Bye,
be right
guys.
back too. So thank you, Max. I'll catch you next time.
Guys, I've been saying bye for like past 5 minutes. I need to actually get off. So I am going to play some music. Because of Strahd or Stone King's Thunder campaign, please click the link below where to the YouTube channel where all our VODs, unfortunately because of Strahd is not full up there because we didn't start this at the start of the campaign, but Storm King's Thunder is, all the sessions are up there. But yeah, catch you guys next Saturday. Actually, is a bonus stream of Saturday for the finale of Dragon Heist. Yeah, in a bit, guys. Bye.